This is Rec Room Sports. Olympians carrying the torch, going where they don't go. We ain't lost. From the optics to the topics, we got this with synopsis. Think outside the boxes like Jay on the mic or your boy K-Whit. Joe is my coach, T-Sweat on the mix. All sports, even if you catch fish like Nate Diaz catches fist. You need to catch this episode, it's a can't miss. We go live and you should subscribe and X's and O's. We made our plan, yo.
Yep. Okay. You know it's the Reg Room. Say what? I said it's the what? The Reg Room. One more again, we back. One more again, we back. We took a little break. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, what is it? When you rest NBA players, what's that called?
Load management.
We took a break for load management, but we are back in the building. It's the home team from the Red Room Sports Podcast, man. We back at the Honeycomb Hideout. Your baby mama just had to ride out. I ain't lying. You know, we did send her home with some on sale Valentine's Day candy. You know what I'm saying?
Those are the best.
It's always cheap. It's always cheaper the next day. Yeah, it's always cheaper the next day. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, we hope you had a lovely Valentine's Day. You spent some time with your loved ones. Because we all took a little break for that too. But you know how it goes, man. It's the home team. It's your boys. We about to talk about sports. We about to talk about pop culture, and we got a lot to get into because we've been gone for a little minute, but we got it together today, man. I'm telling you, bro. Might as well get right into it. Let me tell you who we got on the home team. What we got? Starting lineup? Yeah, starting lineup. So we got my boy T-Sweat, also known as T-Sweat, but you can call him T-Sweat.
T-Sweat.
All right, we got my man Jay on the MIC. Jay, what's good?
And somebody got robbed.
What?
What?
We'll get into that later. Then we got my man Coach Joey, a.k.a. Mac O'Milly. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Coach, you in the building today. Good to see you. Representing you fresh over there too, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know me, man. It's your boy K-Whit, man. You're my number one draft pick. Oh yeah, y'all know I actually figured out how to make my own Hidden Valley Ranch. I left a bowl in the refrigerator and your mama's on the second shelf. I got it covered with the saran wrap, the pink saran wrap. That way it can stay fresh. Anyway, man. So you know you got that pink saran wrap that stay tight on the bowl.
Oh yeah, with the elastic.
You're right, with the elastic on it. That's how you keep things fresh, man. But
you hey, man, ranch with no wings.
But yeah, so you got to get your own wings. But I figured out how to make that ranch. Try it at home, y'all. Put 2 packets of Hidden Valley Ranch in your ranch, and extra ranch on your. I'm telling you, the flavor is amazing. You don't need 1 packet. You need 2. I'm trying to tell you.
Damn, that's a lot of.
That's the flavor though, man. The flavor. I'm trying to tell you, it's the flavor, bro.
It's like cholesterol.
Hey, and everybody looking at me, looking at it. That's why he big with now. Look at him. Anyway, we gonna get right into it, man. We had to go like from.
Oh, real quick, we got a sponsor, man. Shout out to Philly Special.
Wait,
man.
One time for Philly Special, man. One time, my boy Dean out there. You know what I'm saying? What is it? 50 cent wings.
Yeah.
50 cent wings.
So many different flavor combinations.
So many.
Another Tuesday.
Oh my God! And the thing is, they come back again on Friday, and run it back with the 50 cent wings.
Run it back.
I'm telling you, and
50 Cent America.
Okay, and don't forget, bro, the Phillies are immaculate. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't had one in a while, but y'all know me. We ain't gonna talk about food for too long. Anyway, man, we gonna get right into it. So, not too long ago, one of the largest sports spectacles in this great nation took place. In Arizona. It was a good one. Finally, we waited for it all season long. The culmination of the NFL season as we know it. The Super Bowl. Oh my God. It was so live. And of course, we had a great game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, man. I'm talking about and it was a matchup to be made almost in heaven, of course, being that it was in February, which is Black History Month. Guess what happened? Hit the button. Did you know that this was the first matchup of 2 black quarterbacks in a Super Bowl? Did you know that?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, it was amazing. We had Jalen Hurts, out here doing his thing. Patrick Mahomes, almost writing his name into the history books, into the Hall of Fame right now, basically by being in his third Super Bowl in 5 years. You know what I mean? And coming out
fifth straight AFC.
It's fifth straight. I'm saying, like,
Crazy.
How many more accolades can he get before he actually plays 10 years? You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady-esque, man. But the game was great. I mean, if you didn't see it, you should have. Final score being 38-35. I mean, it led up to the billing that we had expected of a Super Bowl. Sometimes you get a sleeper. The first quarter be second quarter third quarter, fourth. You come back to that third and that fourth quarter. That's when the excitement happens. Coaches make adjustments, so on and so forth, because they get that long halftime. We also gonna talk about that halftime performance too.
Shout out to Rihanna.
Okay, but this game it was different from the get-go. I mean, we had play after play, back to back, and where it seemed like, like this, when you talk about a shootout at the OK Corral, that is exactly what we got from this Super Bowl, my man. I'm talking about it wasn't just an offensive spectacle neither. Defense showed up in this as well. You know what I mean?
A couple big plays on defense.
A couple big plays on D. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? When we get into it,
one team.
For one team, right? So, like, when we get into it, of course, there's 5 phases of every football game. You know what I mean? You got the offense, you got the defense, you got the quarterback play, you got the coaching, and the special teams. Coach Joey, man, which facet of the game stood out to you that kind of pretty much impacted the win? So in your eyes, man.
Well, I'm gonna answer that one, but I'm gonna answer first. Out of all 5 you just named, the quarterback play intrigued me the most because both quarterbacks played great games.
That's right.
I'm saying? So
right,
it's true.
Both quarterbacks came up and showed up in big moments. Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes. Jalen Hurts might have played one of his best games of the season.
For real.
Super Bowl.
Crazy.
And, definitely earned himself a big bag in the offseason.
Hopefully.
So
he
just how the quarterbacks was answering each
deserves
other.
it.
Patrick Mahomes got hurt midway through the Super Bowl, bounced back, still came back.
Popped the perk.
I thought he might have not been able to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was looking like that, but hey, man, came out second half like he missed a beat. Look, that's very impressive. Like, he's gutting through like injury like that in the biggest moment.
Right.
Against a great defense, man. But that offensive line of Kansas City, they really the MVPs of the Super Bowl.
Right.
Facts.
They kept a clean pocket almost all night. And Patrick Mahomes just so elusive, man. So that quarterback play definitely was intriguing, man.
Right. Hey, you know what? I got another stat. Hold up. Did you know up until that point, the Philadelphia Eagles were on pace to break the 85 Bears single season sack record?
I know it was third at least.
Right.
It was like
They had over
70.
70.
I think it was like 70 or 72 would have either tied it, but just
Just
like
85 Bears have more than God. Duh.
85 Bears was crazy. First of all,
They up there.
you know what I'm saying? Them boys had a whole song about their Super Bowl.
Historic. Their defense was playing.
Philly's
historical.
defense was playing, at a whole nother level all season
For
long.
real.
With a D-line full of the deepest D-line in football. Honestly.
I think so, yeah.
To hold that to 0 sacks is impressive. Like, no sacks against Mahomes allowed against Robert Quinn, Fletcher Cox, Hargraves,
Ndamukong
Suh.
Matter of fact, was they like
Hassan Reddick.
struggling?
Like-
Was they struggling or something? And then all of a sudden,
Elite defenders.
the
man.
next day they
Elite
had
sack
got
artists,
Suh
too.
in
Yeah, they struggled one game,
It
and
was
then
like-
the
They
next day
picked
they
up
got
Suh
Suh.
and they picked up
Yeah.
somebody else. They picked up another person too.
I can't think of my man's
I
name.
swear,
I can't
Vance
remember.
Joseph.
think that might have been him.
Who?
I think it was Vance Joseph.
Vance Joseph. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Another-
Play
it
for
was another
the
interior.
Chargers last year,
It was
right?
another interior defender.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
man, just
I'll
the
check
deepest
him out.
D-line in football,
Great
and they
move.
just couldn't get any penetration, man. Creed Humphreys, man, unspoken hero of that offensive line. Man. Kansas City has an impressive. They got like 2 or 3 really, really good old linemen, and they all young.
Right. Yeah, off camera.
Vance Joseph. I'm sure it wasn't Vance Joseph. That's the coach.
Okay. Off camera, you know what I'm saying? Jay on the MIC and I was having a conversation about a few things, and he brought up a really great point. Nobody was talking about Kansas City's offensive line at all.
Right.
Like, the whole point was pretty much Philadelphia's pass rush, how Philadelphia was going to pressure Patrick Mahomes, how they was going to keep him off center from throwing. And of course, you know what I'm saying, if you know anything about watching Patrick Mahomes play, you can have him run or be off center on one leg, on his knee, anything, but as long as the football is in his hands, like, he's gonna make a play. And pretty much he did that. And so to see them, just like you said, Joe, not get a sack, they got some pressures on them. They did get some pressures on them, but they did not get any sacks. LJ, like, in your mind, like, what stood out for you as far as the five facets of the game, as far as, what impacted the win this time?
I mean, y'all touched on it the whole time, which was the offensive line. They were young. I want to say they got the rookies out there. I want to say they got a couple. They went in. They drafted some rookies that went unsung. We're talking about. I mean, yeah, he got hurt. If I would have told you, man, Mahomes got hurt. He hurt his ankle, and Hurts had about, at the time we was looking, I think he had like 280 something yards. He ended up getting 300.
Crazy. It was a stat line.
With 3 rushing touchdowns.
You would have
3.
You would have told me Jalen Hurts stats, and then Mahomes got hurt. I would have thought, the Eagles won the game, or they had a great chance to win. They did. It's just kind of sad it ended like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to a degree, this was I think one of, and Joe made mention of it earlier. This was somewhat, and we got, even although they lost, we're going to talk about Philadelphia real quick. This was, in my opinion, the epitome of what you say when a quarterback put the team on his back. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts on the ground, Jalen Hurts through the air, Jalen Hurts making decisions. You know what I'm saying? Quick timing decisions. I got to scramble. I got to get it here. I got to get it there. You know what I'm saying? And he did it with a variety of players. He didn't just go to A.J. Brown all night long. You know what I mean? I really liked how that's going to play for him in the future. Because, of course, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know anything about the Jalen Hurts saga, man, look it up, man. Jalen Hurts got, benched for Tua Tagovailoa at Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Goes to Oklahoma. Wins, doesn't really pretty much get told he's going to be a starter. Goes to Oklahoma, wins the starting position. Okay, sits behind Carson Wentz and Nick Foles. Nick Foles wins the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? He gets to kind of see what goes on before he gets there. Now
Carson Wentz got a ring in it.
Yeah, he didn't really do too much though. But anyway,
he did.
Oh, he did.
He was about to win MVP that season.
Yeah, before he got hurt. I'm talking about in the Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl, he'd do nothing. But yeah, you're right. But yeah, so he kind of got to see what was going to happen, and I don't think anybody projected Jalen Hurts to be the eventual starter of the Philadelphia Eagles. But he worked his behind off, and he earned that spot. And pretty much, man, you're gonna have to rip it out of his hands now because it's rap.
He franchise quarterback.
I mean, and he fits, and in my opinion, he fit right into the mold of that Philly quarterback. You think about Philly quarterbacks, you can go back and say Cunningham, McNabb. You know what I'm saying? You could throw Vic in there.
Speaking of, it's Black History Month. The Philadelphia Eagles organization.
Hold on, you want to hit the button? Hold on, wait.
We got a button for that?
Yeah, we got a button. Drop that knowledge.
So yeah, it's Black History Month. But yeah, the Philadelphia Eagles, in my opinion, they're the NFL organization who has the most black quarterbacks, like being their franchise quarterback for an extended amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
With Donovan McNabb, you know what I'm saying? With Michael Vick, with Randall Cunningham,
right?
Now Jalen Hurts. That's 4.
Wow.
The only other
I feel
Philly,
like they appreciate
the black
and been
African
appreciating
right.
before the NFL caught on to how elite some, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Andy Reid for sure.
Position,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
one of the first organizations like
to give black quarterbacks props. I'm with that. I feel you on that. And the only other white quarterback that I can really think of from Philly that kind of like stands out isn't it Ron Jaworski?
I don't know what Jaws.
Talking about the Eagles?
Jaws, right?
Yeah,
Jaws was the Eagle. Yeah, Jaws was the Eagle quarterback. So that's the only other one I can think about. Like just like you said, these names. Otherwise, Cunningham, McNabb, Vic, like those are the ones that stand out in my name when it comes to Philly. And so shout out to the city of brotherly love. But we're gonna get back to the winning team real
sure.
quick. Man, Travis Kelce.
Baller.
Unstoppable.
What?
I'm just trying to
Unstoppable.
figure out like
How does he somehow magically trick everybody
game plan
to
proofs,
not
like-
how you
I try
it's
to
really
tell
him and Mahomes like their connection, you know what I'm saying? They
Chemistry.
on the field.
Yeah.
I think they know what each other think without thinking it and breaking off routes or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just like maybe like a playmaker on Madden, how you just gonna break off if defense doing this, I
No,
read
we gonna
one
be
way,
right.
you know what I'm saying? And
and
Because
he,
he seems open on every time he catch the
seems-
ball, so that he wide open.
and he's got and I'm talking
he
about
Travis Kelce like
he be like 30 yards down the field.
and I'm gonna keep it real
by
man.
himself.
He got one of the all-time best touchdown celebrations in the Super Bowl
Talking about the
with
stinking leg. And he made sure
Hey,
everybody knew. He was like, yeah, I was doing stinking leg.
Right.
that was the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, that was the first touchdown of the
touchdown
game.
I was eating a plate, a proper plate at that.
Hey,
Proper
shout out to the
kickback.
proper
Let's
kickback.
I don't know what y'all had at y'all Super Bowl parties, but bruh,
Yeah, man.
It was
red
proper.
rice, seafood, everything was proper. Like the red rice and flaky fried fish, bruh.
Flaky fried fish.
Oh yeah.
They had a shrimp boil, bruh. Like
And they be
crab
having
legs
it nicely
was
heated. The fish be nicely
they
heated.
got the cane rolls on
it
fire.
was so many crab legs. We was losing crab legs. Like
Oh,
Wow.
falling off plate. I'm telling.
Wow.
But yeah, nah, it was that food was great.
that's dope.
But
Shout out-
when
shout
he
out
scored
to
a
Matt.
touchdown, I was like, "What celebration he gonna do?" I was excited. I was like, "What he about to do? What he about to do?" And he
Yeah.
get the sticky leg.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I know he got one for the
course.
Super Bowl.
Right.
course he
Yeah,
did.
we was
Of course.
waiting. We was waiting on one with Jalen Hurts, but he ain't.
Yeah. He kept it conservative.
He was
you know?
chilling.
He was focused on the
What Miles
task.
Sanders did? He did something. He scored a touchdown. Ain't
Miles
Sanders
Sanders-
rushed touchdown?
I don't think. Yeah, I think he got a. I think he got a.
No,
but it
game
was-
well, but they called it back.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
called
Oh,
it back.
yeah, he
That's
did.
something
But they called it back.
He had a nice celebration too.
Right. And then you know what I'm saying now stepping away from the game because you know the Super Bowl is a whole spectacle in itself. Right. We got to the halftime show, right, which is one of the most phenomenal parts of the Super Bowl. Everybody knows when the halftime show is
Yeah.
on. Shut up, don't say nothing, don't move, get your plate, sit down. And this year, we got to see a billionaire,
Crazy.
billion with a B, capital B, perform for the Super Bowl halftime show, and it was none other than the Princess Rihanna. Shout out to ASAP Rocky, man.
This was a highlight.
That's who really won. That's who really won the Super Bowl. ASAP Rocky. Okay.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But this really one of the damn, lost track of mine. But this really one of the first biggest concerts of Rihanna because we haven't seen her perform in a long time.
Right.
Oh yeah.
She hasn't dropped the
Yeah.
album in years. Like it's
Right.
been like 6-7 years. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Right. And the thing is, all the songs that
She
she
recently
did
dropped
was,
that joint on Black Panther soundtrack,
right.
and then announced
didn't
that she
perform
did
that.
this
I'm surprised.
concert. Yeah, she had so many hits, bro.
Right, so
it was.
many.
She reminded me of how many hits she really had. It was
Right.
crazy. Like,
Right.
Uh-huh.
but yeah, this is one of the best concerts, like anticipation wise, because she hasn't performed in such a long time.
Yeah, I feel you, man. One of the things I peeped out was I might be wrong, but of course, everybody saw saying the baby bump when she opened the jacket. I thought it was
what?
cool. Oh yeah, the baby bump when she opened the jacket. Rihanna is
Shout out to
expecting
A$AP
her second
Rocky.
child.
No.
A$AP Rocky. Yeah, man. That's why I said that's
Yeah.
who really won the Super Bowl. A$AP Rocky.
That's
won
why
the
she
Super
wasn't
Bowl.
dancing really. Like she
Right.
was just kind of like two stepping.
And
Understandably so too.
and the
And
thing
still
is,
rock the show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think the
Visuals was
the
crazy.
show was like symbolic. You know what I mean? She had on like red, and like the dancers were white, and then they ran out to her, and then she opened her jacket, and she was pregnant. Like
And it was like 100
y'all get it? Y'all know what I'm? Do you see where I'm going? Visualize
Nah, I
it.
don't.
You don't see where I'm going? You get it?
Nothing's better than nothing.
All right,
You know
man,
what?
come on.
I'm gonna
All right,
leave it alone.
if y'all don't get it, if y'all don't get it, right? If you don't get it, then I feel you. But on another tip, dog, I really enjoyed the Super Bowl performance. Of course, I would have wanted to
Imagine
see.
getting
I wanted to see the other Rihanna. I wanted to see
I'm
the
just
other
saying.
Rihanna. I wanted to see Get Loose Rihanna.
Magic for real.
Huh?
Do you think?
Yeah, I wanted to see Get Loose Rihanna, but we didn't get a chance to see that, so I'm not hating. Like when it comes to Super Bowl performances, though, halftime performances. What halftime performance other than that one stands out to you? Would you like a good one for you, Joe?
It's a lot of.
I would think
Last
you
year
probably
one
think
was
about
good.
the one. Yeah, I'm about to
Last
think
year
about
was
the one for
good,
you.
but yeah, Mike do it.
Can't beat it.
Mike did it. Mike did it.
Mike
Can't
did.
beat
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, Mike did it.
Yeah.
Mike did it.
I'm sorry.
Mike did it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mike,
You can't lose.
Oh no, what happened? We missed. Oh
I'm
no.
saying, imagine getting that night though.
Oh wow. I know where we going now. Hey, so Jay, tell me about your favorite halftime performance from the Super Bowl, man.
There we go, Janet.
Janet?
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot about that one. Justin
wow.
Timberlake.
Yeah,
Bruh.
yeah, right.
Okay.
In my home,
Right.
Beautiful.
the
Man.
Was they
homeboys
the
house
only
I was
two that
at.
performed that? Did nobody else perform?
Nah, it was just them two.
Does anybody remember?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only part I remember.
I think there were other people there. I want to say I was in the middle of that Carlos Santana playing there, like for everything coming out the blue. Like
It was
it could be anything. And the Carlos Santana, like yo,
anything was
I
happening.
just
we just
remember
at the end.
I just remember. I think I was at homeboy Bird house.
Shout out to
And
Bird.
nobody believed me when I said it, because I was real jokey back then. So they were like, "Oh, Janet Jackson was out." They was like, "Man, chill, bro." Like, 'cause they were playing Madden at halftime. They weren't even paying attention. I was like, "Bro, I'm not lying, bro." Like,
Yeah, nobody believed you that you
I was
saw
mad
it.
for real. I left.
Right.
Like when they found out it was true, I left. I was mad. I was really mad for real.
I think
Right.
Because they fried me.
I ain't seen
They
it.
fried me, bro. Like,
Yeah, you was like,
speaking of
see?
pride, I think everybody in
But they ain't never
where
seen
I
Areola
was
before.
Everybody was
actually
fried.
fried.
Wow.
So I think by the time people realized what was actually on that screen, it was a whole nother. And people, there was a play going on.
Right.
It
Yeah.
was like, yo, did we just not see that?
That
Yo,
was
like,
crazy.
They,
I was like-
they tried to cut away from it real quick.
It was
And
only
it
for like 1 second.
Shout out to
like
Justin
1.5
Timberlake,
seconds.
right.
yo,
It was only up for like 1.5.
shout out to Justin
Yeah,
Timberlake.
shout out to Justin, man. Yo, Justin Timberlake. Yo, he out
Was
here,
it really
man.
planned or was it unplanned?
I think it was
I
playing.
I
don't
think it
know,
was
but if you
unplanned, but
it was planned, but it was.
but it was like it was the touch was supposed to happen, but what was revealed was not.
man, that was.
It might have been a wardrobe.
Wardrobe malfunction. Wardrobe malfunction.
I'm sorry
Seriously.
because
You-
we have not talked about any other halftime show but this one so
Right.
far. But I'm telling you, I
And-
hate to emphasize on. I just wanted to make sure, like I was walking to the bathroom, looking at the TV. As I was walking to the bathroom, and the music was like that, like when the music was playing, and it ended. It was like that, and I was looking at the screen. I sat there for like 5, 6, 7, 7. Like
You had to observe and make sure you saw what you saw.
like a cold commercial and play. I'm still sitting there looking at the screen. Was like, yo, nobody saw that.
Right. Yeah. Right. Nobody's paying attention to this right now.
Everybody
Crazy.
didn't have DVR at that time.
Right. That is
But,
true. You couldn't
Oh,
rewind.
yeah.
You couldn't rewind it.
Yeah. So, what any other halftime shows stuck out to anybody?
I mean, what about
recently
you?
on the weekend one was straight. It surprised
You
me.
paid a lot of money for that.
Yeah, how it was like kind of like all through the stadium type.
It was nice.
That
It
was
was a
dope.
nice show.
One of the ones that I remember, and this is, what I'm saying, this is for me. This is gonna show my age a little bit. I remember the Prince performance for the Super Bowl, and like I'm gonna keep it I always say, I'm gonna keep it funky. Like Prince tore that scream up. Okay, like
Prince is
like
great.
Prince is Prince an artist. Like
Great
the artist, Prince was the artist. I think he had like Sheila E on the stage too, doing her little drum thing. You know, Sheila E is the percussionist. That's what she do. She played percussion instruments, any percussion instrument, and she was out there killing it. But like, in terms of like us being, involved in the culture, somebody really about to do it. Like Prince had his hair tied up. he had on the purple bandana on his head, and it was raining. That's what I remember. It was pouring down rain, and for 20 minutes, Prince played the guitar in the rain. I don't know if that's safe or not. You know what I'm saying?
And then back then too,
Right?
like,
Yeah. I don't know if an electric guitar is safe in the
yeah,
rain.
a waterproof guitar.
Right? Nah, he was just out there and he killed it. So what I'm saying? Big shouts out to everybody from Paisley Park, all my people out there in Minnesota. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, Prince.
What?
Yeah, y'all know Prince from Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you get out the
I
airport,
don't know what you talking about.
when you go to the airport in Minnesota, Prince got a whole section.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, Prince got a whole section. It's purple in the mug, all this stuff on the wall. You go out there and buy your Prince shirt before you even go into town. Straight up and down.
Print shirt in every store.
You know what I'm saying?
Been in Minnesota before?
Nah, I haven't. Cold like
How
Minnesota.
about that?
You sure did sell it.
Cold like Minnesota. No, y'all remember that. But to be real, like another part of the spectacle of the Super Bowl, and it's one that everybody pretty much locks in for, are the commercials.
Right.
the commercials, bruh, like it's ridiculous where the links that they go to for these commercials. But let's just say this, right?
Oh my God.
Did you know that the Super Bowl commercials in 2023 cost $7 million,
Per commercial.
bruh? and some people had two.
So I'm paying $7 million to show everybody nothing. Y'all go ahead.
Crazy.
A lot of companies stopped that had a continuous maybe like 9-8 year run.
If you know,
showing
y'all
commercials.
Did y'all notice?
Getting commercials this year because they was like, we can spend that money on influencers that's gonna get more
Oh,
views
YouTube,
than you know Super Bowl.
Did
But
y'all notice
1.3
that?
What?
Wow.
Two things. I'm gonna let you go ahead and finish. I'm gonna tell you which two with the big two that didn't do it.
Or I was just saying the Super Bowl concert, it got more views than the actual Super Bowl itself. You know what I'm saying? This
Right.
year by a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
that's
Right.
crazy.
a lot
Dang.
of people was just like,
I'm just gonna watch this
I'll use,
halftime.
a lot of companies was like, I'll allocate funds otherwise than making a Super Bowl commercial like I've been doing. But some of the Super Bowl commercials were pretty good though.
Well, that's what's up. Two of the biggest companies that stand out to me as far as commercials that I'm talking about, like every year you remember, and I'm talking about some of the best commercials that you can think of were from these companies. Anheuser-Busch. Who?
With the frogs, bro.
Y'all don't remember? There was no Bud Light commercial this year.
Oh my.
Yeah, what?
They fell
I'll tell
off,
you.
man.
That's crazy.
There was no Bud Light commercial.
They got soft.
There was
man.
the I
That's
you know
what you get for selling water.
once
Hey,
again.
nah, let's move on.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Let's not talk about the scrubs, yo.
Once again,
They had a couple good.
once again, this and remember, like I'm at the age where I remember,
But
like
if
every
you need
year,
a sponsor,
right? Yeah, every year.
Sorry. I
Anheuser-Busch,
didn't need that.
Budweiser, the horses,
Yeah.
the Clydesdales, no
Yeah, man,
Clydesdales,
these cute things,
no
man.
what's that, no what's that
Trying to put
commercials,
cute
none of
with
that.
beer, bro. Think about that.
Come
Go
on,
ahead.
man, let the boys live. And then Coca
A
Cola.
Rottweiler,
No.
a Dalmatian crying, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah, the polar bear, the polar bear, and all that. You know that's
you ain't
classic.
no Coca-Cola either.
No Coca-Cola commercials.
Oh man.
No Coca-Cola commercials.
Polar
Classic.
bears.
That's what I'm saying. Like for every Super Bowl.
Man,
no
this is
one-
like the first one.
Global warming.
No, these
The
Coca-
classic ones wasn't on.
no classic
There's a lot
classic
of new
commercials.
Put a
companies-
polar
lot of
bear
new
on the
companies was
commercial
in
now.
there.
Yeah, a lot of new
A lot
companies
new
was in there. So like,
Yeah.
Shout out Tubi.
Yeah, y'all about to say
Yeah.
for what we
Yes.
saw. Like,
That was the
what-
best
what-
one.
Which one stood? We saw
That was the best one.
The one that stands out the most is the
Like
Tubi
I
commercial.
was actually at a Super Bowl party.
right, and everybody was like, "Who? What? Who on the remote?"
Like the owner was like ready to kick out whoever had the remote and turn the channel from the Super Bowl.
right.
Like,
Crazy.
like that's how mad he
Listen,
was.
I was at the spot. I was at the gambling spot with the old heads. Shout
Wow,
out to
you was
the
at
old
the
heads.
what?
Yeah, you know they go they talk. It's a speakeasy, so they kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And
Shoot, I never been there.
somebody was like, "Hey, wait a minute, who the hell got that?" Oh, it's a Tubi commercial. Oh, all right.
That was genius though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was the most creative commercial to me.
For real. Gronk with the kick. I thought that
I was like, what the hell going on with the ball?
yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
That was so fake,
yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah. But listen, Gronk was out.
that
Gronk
was not
getting that
live, bro.
money. Nah, it wasn't. Gronk out here
Yeah.
getting that money, bro. That's all I'm saying about that one.
I ain't understand.
And me and Jay talked about this off camera. That Tesla commercial.
Yeah, I missed that one though.
That Tesla commercial
Yo.
scared the mess out of me, boy. I was like, "Ooh, man, I'm never putting my car on self drive."
You guys saw that one?
I ain't seen it.
That's
You gotta check it out, man. It's on
You
YouTube.
had to
They tried
catch
to end
that one.
Tesla.
You-
like,
Yeah, you had to catch it when
that
it was
one,
live,
right? Because the Tubi, I get it, but I swore somebody did that before. I swore like somebody did it something else.
You might be right, bro.
yeah, it probably wasn't
but-
like to the smart TV
Right.
look, but somebody did fake and made it look like it was like going on right now.
But nah, to see that it's not funny, man, because you know that's not real people, but they were dummies.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
right. They boy,
But to see
Crazy.
them get ran over
man, they slid that
Repeatedly.
dummy out so fast.
and all the car can do was like after the car hit the actual like the simulated
It
person.
stopped.
Then it stopped.
No, it stopped. It was
Right.
just like, oh, I hit something. Like,
So it's like what? Is it a competitor of Tesla or is it?
No,
No.
it's
it
pretty
was
much
just
like a
random street.
Yeah,
Hold
like
on.
a.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you.
I don't want to call it. I don't want to call it a slander commercial.
Okay,
but,
guys.
But it was
like
like, yeah, don't drive, don't
political-
self drive.
Kind of like the truth commercial.
Yeah, kind
Yeah,
of like the
got
true
you,
commercial. It was
got
like,
you.
don't self drive your Tesla. I was like, dang, bro, I don't even got a Tesla. I don't want to self drive it. You know what I'm saying? But
Crazy.
you know, but it was showing the car like in California. One of the ones that stood out for me was the shot of the man in the back seat. And it's in California going around the curves. You know, in California, they got those hills.
Yeah.
And the Tesla is on the edge, on the opposite side of the road, damn near about to drive off the side. And he climbing out the back seat to try and get in the car. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, bro. You got a Tesla? You about to get slapped, bro. But yo, they recalled like 300. They recalled like 300,000 of them. Yeah, man. Tesla got a big recall on the car, so you know what I mean. But hey, on a positive note, big shout out to Tubi, man. If you ever watch them Tubi movies, you know what it is. Them Tubi movies be on that G stuff, man. I'm telling you, and I don't care how low budget it is. Some of them Tubi movies is pretty hard, man. Good plots, so make sure you check them out. Oh yeah, you seen it now? Yeah, it's raw, bro. It's raw. Trying to tell you.
Oh, it's up.
Yeah, see now he get it. Now he getting it. And so like last but not least,
who behind that.
Why y'all figuring it out? Now why y'all watching
Somebody
that?
paid $7 million.
$7 million to tell you not to drive your Tesla.
You talking about not petty, because you served us a very good justice by doing that, right? But that was whoa.
Right.
You at the Super Bowl and somebody paid $7 million to take down your company.
Basically,
while
bro.
you enjoying the Super Bowl.
And he
live.
was at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was there. Elon Musk was there, bro. Elon Musk was there. I'm pretty sure he got somebody called him, hey man, they coming for you.
That was sad, yo. I was watching the game. I don't remember what spot it was on the game during the game, but it was like that stuck with me more.
Everybody,
I really missed that.
I remember that too. Everybody
I was
got
so
stuck.
excited. Yeah, I was like, yo, the Tubi. I didn't see that live, like in real time.
If you had felt that one live, that was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
But nah,
But you saw that one.
That Tesla, or I shouldn't say Tesla commercial. I don't think he wants me to
Yeah, we wouldn't
refer
do
it
that.
as a Tesla commercial, but yeah, that was pretty tough.
All right,
That's pretty tough.
so now that we saying we pretty much narrowed down to what stood out for us about commercials. What about post game and pre game press conferences? Those are also a big part of that thing too.
I'm sorry, one more.
What's that?
That stupid Flash movie.
Oh, the DC Flash trailer.
I don't mess with it.
Ah man, hey look man, they got Michael Keaton in a Batman costume.
They
Dog. I
reaching.
might have to check it out.
And Batman, they reaching.
I might have to check that out.
They
Bro.
reaching. Like everybody, we're doing. Marvel has the universe. Try something else.
Damn man, listen, they
The
got
multiverse.
That multiverse. They I might have to check that out, bro. So big shouts out to DC for trying to compete. So when it comes to post game and pre game press conferences, man, those are also big parts of the Super Bowl as well. For me, pre game, I'm talking about Marshawn Lynch for 2 minutes. Tell everybody I'm about that action, boss. At that for 2 minutes. I'm about that action, boss. Straight up. That was what it stood out for me. But now for this post game, one of the things that I really, really like though is the fact that, everybody, although being competitors, Patrick Mahomes gave Jalen Hurts his flowers right there on the stand. And pretty much said, man, I don't know if y'all saw this, but hey man, he pretty much showed y'all why he's in the league and he's here to stay. So big shouts
Pat
out to
Mahomes
him.
got a lot of class for sure.
Yeah, that was and I really liked
And
it.
he be telling the truth.
Yeah.
He be saying stuff
He was
about
kicking
other players in the league.
Because a lot of times, you know
Because
what I
they be
mean?
trying to slander a lot of players.
Right.
Like,
And especially black
tripping.
quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? They want to say, oh, he's a system quarterback. He scrambles. He doesn't. Nah, man. If Patrick Mahomes say you a good quarterback, stamp it.
Yeah.
You're a good quarterback, bro.
Yeah, man.
He even did it with our team. Like he was showing props to our team.
Who's your
with
team
everybody- Jaguars. But keep going. What you say?
The greatest. These Super Bowl celebrations are getting like a little bit more intense. Like every year, first you had Tom Brady about to like fall off the boat, then he tried to throw the
trophy,
Lombardi trophy
from boat to boat.
He did. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He
Gronk
really
caught it.
did that.
Yeah, he did. Gronk caught it.
I forgot about that.
You had Gronk do some things with the trophy,
Right.
But Pat Mahomes, man, like what?
Thuggin'.
I was looking at a video where it showed a porta potty, and I swore it was like at a Chiefs game or outside of the stadium, and then it panned out when Mahomes got out of the porta potty, and staggering, man. Like he was bent, he was gone.
Man, listen.
And they was cheering him on. I'm like, wow, like if it's cool to win a championship. That's a place where you can go get drunk and everybody's cool.
Have you ever-
you can't get locked up.
Have
Like,
you ever
boy,
seen what they do with Stanley's Cup?
It's the
closest thing to it was my man. Yeah, but like that, a lot of that goes on behind closed doors. Some of that is public. They show, like Alex, saying out on his little tour,
OVO, yeah.
Random places. But yeah, a lot of those times are behind closed doors. Like these parades, like get a little out of hand. They had to seen the dude in the wheelchair.
You know what I did see? I can't think of his name. One of the corners, one of their rookie corners, jumped off the bus to go pee, and then he caught the bus and climbed up back on the bus. He jumped off to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, there was,
and then like
they had
he
a lot of liquor motivation.
Yeah, then he climbed. He ran. He chased the bus down and then grabbed the rail and pulled himself up. Did a pull up and got back on top. So I was like, dang, Buddy is not only strong, but his upper body dexterity is really good. He's out here doing it. Shouts out to the Chiefs for putting on a parade for Kansas City one more time. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Travis Kelce, king of the parade. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was pretty dope.
Shout out to the championship Kansas City Chiefs.
Shout out to them, bro. And shout out to Mrs. Kelce, because Mrs. Kelce, Mama Kelce was out there showing love. You know what, though? We going to get to the next thing. I was wondering why they ain't show the daddy, bro. Like the daddy probably been towed back or something. You know
Nah,
he pushed.
I don't know.
He pulled up on when Juju was getting interviewed. He had when they was interviewing him after the Super Bowl on the win. He like tapped Juju on the shoulder and told him like good game or whatever, and he was like standing in behind.
Yeah,
him.
look drunk.
I don't know.
The mama was cool.
I
That's what I was saying. The mama was cool.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know if he.
I can't imagine that.
My whole thing is,
so.
I'm not sure like what his
His
health
pop
is
cool
like,
though. I
you
mean,
know what I'm
His
saying?
daddy gotta be cool.
Philly Blunt.
Yeah, he cool. He cool.
Say bent back.
You
I
funny.
don't know.
My thing is this, man. You got two sons in the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be somewhere toe back.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like it's like with
You got some
Brady. You know
interviews.
what I'm saying? You ain't see his parents around, but his parents was dealing with like health issues.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
correct.
saying? So you never know, man.
No, Mr.
They look
Kelce.
pretty emotional.
Yeah,
so,
Mr. Kelce
you know.
was there, but they just.
He
I'm
was-
saying they didn't really show him. They showed their mom.
They showed
Yeah.
his mama.
Yeah, the mom. They showed the mom the whole weekend.
Some forces. One side was Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, the other
one
ones.
side was Kansas City.
I saw that. That was cool. And of course, man,
About this stuff,
big shouts out to Mama Kelce, man, because I know it was pulling at the heartstring to
was
see
stepping on y'all like
one son win and the other one lose, man. So big shouts out to that. And then Super Bowl, man, we looking forward to next season.
Hold on, real quick.
What's up?
What is that rank in Super Bowls all time? Like entertainment value, quality of game. I feel like that's a top 5 Super Bowl.
To me, really, honestly, I anticipated there being like a closer matchup last year, and it wasn't. This year, straight up.
Close game last year.
It was. I expected to be more competitive scoring.
Shootout.
Yeah, this was the
Defense kinda
shootout
came
right
out
here.
last year.
This was the shootout right here.
It was like everything you wanted in a Super Bowl.
Right.
game.
It wasn't no going to sleep in this Super Bowl. That Falcons Super Bowl, I went to sleep, and then all of a
Points are
sudden,
plenty,
Tom
man.
Brady's winning.
I thought it was gonna start off a little slower than it did, but touchdown after touchdown.
Real talk. And it turned out to be
Missed
one of the
field
best ones ever.
goals, you know
Time
what
of
I'm saying?
possession was crazy. Eagles
Oh, the
over
Eagles, yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Eagles
that
first
first
time
time.
It's going
And
so
they still-
quick.
That's the thing. Time of possession. The Eagles was
It was dominating, It's
crazy.
A lot of facets of the game, man. And ultimately, that Jalen Hurts turnover,
Right, that
touchdown
fumble, man.
was the
That
difference
fumble.
maker in the game.
That sack strip fumble.
Kansas City missed the field goal early on.
Hey,
Long, a call, you know what I'm saying, a holding call that got them ultimately to win the game, to kick the game, win the field goal, and drain the clock. But if that penalty wasn't, if they would have held him, if that penalty wasn't called, Butker would have had to try it out there and attempt another 40-plus yarder. It would have been a little bit more, difficult. Philly would have got a chance to get the ball back, but I feel like the refs kind of took away from the end. It could have been a better game.
Just a little bit.
The
That
refs
took the excitement away with that call.
man,
Yeah, that hurt.
Listen,
Definitely
Even
had to
though-
hurt the
even
Eagles
though-
fans for sure.
for sure.
in that moment of the game, I don't think you throw that flag, man. You let the men decide what's gonna happen.
It was a
Like-
crucial moment, but it was one of those moments in which the flag determined the outcome.
It did.
but it wasn't
It
like
did.
it wasn't like the ultimate decision
I ain't
making.
gonna say
Oh, it's like the end all be
The
all.
Kansas
like
City so
game.
smart. They was gonna do just what they did.
Yeah, they still would have figured it
You
out.
go touch the ball with minimal time,
Listen,
less than 10 seconds. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that
They gonna
was
drain the
some
clock.
great clock management.
Great
McKinnon
clock
with
management.
could have walked in for the touchdown, but didn't allow them to get the ball. You
that
know what I'm
was,
saying?
and I think that
Even
was.
if they would have got stopped.
I think that was one of the moments where, okay, man, they really talked about this. McKinnon got to the line and slid, like, you know.
That's a veteran move. He a captain.
imagining, yeah, I'm imagining that
He's a captain. That's a
there's
veteran
probably
move.
like an incentive to scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl. He forgot
Lifelong
all.
memories.
Yeah, right. I got
All
a
that.
touchdown in the Super Bowl.
But you got to guarantee the Super Bowl because, I mean,
Yeah, so
if he would have scored, that would have left Philly with some time.
with some time, but that's what I'm saying. So more so, I think experience won the Super Bowl. The experience of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, the
experience
third
of Andy
Super Bowl
Reid.
appearing in. You know, basically
know.
the same. A lot of new pieces offensively, but the
Hey,
same coaches,
the same coach,
game plan, same scheme,
yeah,
same
Pat
confidence,
Mahomes.
and championship pedigree. You know
Shout
what
out
it
to
takes.
shout out to Mr. Mahomes
takes
too.
win.
Mr. Mahomes was on fire. He was
Mr.
like,
Mahomes
Philip
came
Lutz.
out of Mr. Pat Mahomes. Junior was acting like a
He
senior.
got quotables.
yeah,
But
smoking Philip blunts.
that was
Smoking Philip blunts tonight.
Arrowhead.
That
Pat,
what is it?
Pat Mahomes handed.
Tonight
You
is
saw how
Philip
Pat
Blunts.
Mahomes handed somebody to Lombardi like it was.
Yeah, in the
Like,
crowd.
hold my beer.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
that's a moment that fan will never get. This man.
Yeah, right, real quick. Right, yeah. Yeah, they trying to take some
I was
service.
trying to see how far I could run. How far I get for real.
Is this?
Like people be like pranking with putting shoes on in like Foot Locker and running.
Yeah.
To the
Yeah,
door,
yeah.
like to the opening.
Yeah, let me go run fast and start jogging the place. Like, well, I'll just
I just see it.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
video
right,
moment,
used to be
boy.
funny.
I'll be like I was playing.
Funny,
I
funny.
was
I'll
playing.
just see what I can do. Right.
Yeah.
But is this a dynasty loading? Because if they win more championship, you know what I'm saying, in the next 1 or 2 years, it's officially a dynasty because that'll be 3 Super Bowls.
Somewhere,
I feel like
somebody.
I feel like it's here. It's
Yeah.
arriving.
It's arriving.
They the favorites to win next year.
3 and 5
Gotta
5
be.
years, and I'm on the bandwagon of saying if we get somewhere near 4 and 10, then that's pretty much it. Even if they're reaching the AFC Championship game,
They probably going right back.
So
Every
pretty
year.
much,
Yeah.
even when we was talking about it with the NBA, I think 3 championships to solidify a dynasty,
Right.
in a small period of time.
and they made 3 Super Bowl appearances already.
1, 2.
You know, and 1, 2 of
Lost
them.
to a very great Tampa Bay team.
You
You know
know,
what I'm saying?
and
Shout out
and
to
and
West
it's
Ham.
really similar to almost like how Tom did it, but when Tom was going, he was winning consecutively, but at the same time, you know, he can make up. Patrick Mahomes haven't done it this fast. He can make up that gap in a shorter amount of time.
records, bro. He can make
He can make up that gap
It's
in a
gonna
short
be
amount of
long.
time.
Let's-
A
we
long
gonna-
chase, but he gonna chase down Brady.
We're gonna get into that a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more football. But speaking of records, you just hit me.
Oh,
We'll just
speaking
go
of
ahead and
records,
let's just claim this. Look,
what was that?
hold on. Timer set.
Timer set. Yeah, because we know why. We know why. So we all know what time it is, man. We about to
Can't
talk.
limit this.
We're gonna go ahead and close our football season out with this one. But did you know, right, that one of our esteemed hosts would like to tell you that there is
About some old black history.
38,411 reasons as to why LeBron James is the GOAT. Tell him, Sweat.
I'll say, realistically,
has
he's not the GOAT yet.
Started.
How many
He's not
times
the
we gonna say LeBron?
he's
If
not the GOAT yet,
Every
but-
time we say LeBron, take a shot.
He's not the GOAT yet, but
Right.
you know that accomplishment he's had just now. I mean, well, a few days ago.
You got to tell him. You got to tell him. You got to tell him the whole thing.
NBA's leading scorer,
Right.
All time.
All time.
all-time leading scorer over Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Shout out to Kareem.
Yeah,
He did it real
shout out,
graciously.
real classy way to pass it on to the next.
Right.
Yeah, but like I really enjoy this because this is added to his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I want LeBron to do now is get 2 more rings so I can have
more
a better I can have a better argument with these Jordan riders.
Right. I mean,
D riders.
listen, and you're correct. You're bolstering your argument every time because when you think about it, bro, this record is technically going to be like out of hand. We talking 40,000 possibly. You know
And
what
what's
I'm
adding
saying?
to it, like he averaging 30.
Yeah, he averaging 30 right now.
30.
He can slow down and do 21 and still.
And then
I
think it's like 50%, 50%, right?
He's shooting his best percentage.
Yeah, his all time is like 50%.
He's shooting his best
Crazy.
shooting
Very
percentage
impressive.
since Miami.
Hit or miss.
Is this how you want to use your 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Do you want-
I'm being very conservative right now.
Okay. I like that. Conservative sweat. Good job, bro. Real talk though. I watched it. I think we all kind of we took a peek at it, man.
That was a great year.
It was
nobody was missing that.
It was a moment to.
Everybody was
It was a
there,
moment in history.
Yeah, he
we
felt like he
all-
had to do it that night.
Yeah.
Hov was there.
He came with the all black on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
like I mean, Kareem said he was gonna be there for the next 3-4 games. He was gonna follow LeBron anyway.
right.
Kareem was there.
They made sure he got that tonight.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and break this tonight. But I
LeBron
need
came in
30
there
left.
ready.
Okay, yeah, I got that.
And I think it was cool. You know what I'm saying? He had his
I
wife
wish
on
we
the
would've got the
sideline
dub,
ready
though.
for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
He needed that dub.
that was what it was.
Anthony Davis had a bad game again.
Anthony,
Yeah.
But see, Anthony Davis, when they showed that picture, Anthony Davis got the scowl on, and everybody was coming for him. Like, man, why wasn't you happy? He was
Right.
nah, I wasn't. It wasn't like I wasn't happy for my brother. I wanted to get the W.
Yeah.
Yeah, one
And
man.
we well needed.
You
Hey
know what I'm
man,
saying?
would you tweet LeBron James and say I love you? I just want to know, man. Just because he scored, it's just like I'm serious.
I'll put bro at the end of it.
love you,
I'm not
bro.
just gonna say I love you.
That's it. I like that clarification. So yeah,
I'm saying, man, I think you should do that, man.
I tweet I love you, bro.
and
man.
we should keep up with that tweet, man.
Keep
we
up
should,
with it.
we should all retweet it and at Rec Room Sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all true.
And then listen, and then when he
Boys
responds,
want to tweet LeBron. I love you.
Trying to make me agree with that.
Y'all go ahead.
hey man, yeah, like, hey, you know, tomato, man. You know what I'm saying? You do what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do want to meet my dog though, for real,
Yeah,
man.
hey, listen.
Big inspiration in my life. You feel me?
Y'all seen him at
Yeah, I seen
at
him
the
at
Peach Jam,
the
right?
Peach
At the
Jam,
Peach
man.
Jam.
We enjoyed that also,
Definitely
man.
back in the Peach. I can't wait. It's gonna
Enjoy
be
your
better
sons
next
play
year.
great. You know what I'm saying?
Rice gonna be back then next year.
You know, and that
He left.
He left when LeBron came in.
What did you do?
what
You
you said?
remember?
Uh-oh.
You said when he left?
Did you like
Did you
didn't do
walk
anything? Like you just sat, just
You
stood
walked
there, and he just
You can't
stood
be
in front
oh,
of
when
you.
he was
You
right
don't wanna
there?
be a groupie like at the same time.
No, what really happened was
I forgot. It was something.
I messed up the Zoom. I had zoomed in too much.
I remember you had recorded a video.
I was like, I can't mess this film up.
and
You
then
know
he
what I'm
walked by
saying?
right by you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying like I almost didn't even have it on camera,
Right.
which threw me off for like actually trying to get his attention.
Hey LeBron.
Yeah,
You
but it
said
was so
uncle.
many. It was people like trumping over me, trying to just see him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, word.
I got close to him though, for sure. Though
That was up.
it was a lot going on.
You got close.
I appreciated the
as
moment
close
though.
to the record as you'll ever be.
Was in the building with him and that close to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's a good
That
moment.
dude told us that was his uncle, man. Like if you were there when we were there,
Yo, yeah,
there was a dude who looked like a 40-something, like okay, well, a 50-something-year-old LeBron
for
James.
real.
He looked like an old James.
And yeah, it was like a medic was standing, you know, where the medic stands in front, like usually at a basketball game,
Right.
Yeah.
right there at the corner of the court.
Mhm.
So we're just standing there, and he was like, "Yo, look at his uncle over there." And he just really he was serious, but at the same time he was just playing. And we was looking. I'm like,
Cause we just standing like
dude was like 6'9".
when you walk out
Right.
at or
He
walk
had
in at.
LeBron's face, but older.
Right. That's crazy.
Had on some like expensive. You know, he didn't
Yeah.
look like he really was. You know, very.
And the little
flashy,
boy
but
had
it-
like a big chain on, like
Yeah,
iced
like it
out.
was
It
just
made,
weird.
it made it
So
look
we was
like it
just
made
we was
sense.
just kind of chilling,
and
like you
somebody
know.
was like, "Yo, man, you LeBron uncle?" He was like, "Oh, nah."
Yeah,
And I was like, "Yo,
I hear that all the time, but nah.
that dude is just come on."
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that's
But then
that's
later
LeBron
on,
uncle.
As soon as he got there, he walked across the court, sat by LeBron. I was like, "Look at this, man."
that was
it's
dope,
really,
though.
yeah, really Brown uncle. out
Star power was
Something,
at all
cousin
time high.
somebody or something.
there. Right.
They like, but I'm
Them
gonna
G-
ask y'all. My bad. So, who's what?
Go ahead.
Favorite LeBron moment?
Wow. Sweat, you got? I know you got one.
Favorite LeBron moment, probably that Magic shot, man.
Oh,
Even
the
though
buzzer beater?
it was a playoff shot.
I got one.
No, I lie.
I know you about to say now. What you about to say?
The finals, man. When he
The
blocked that.
headband?
When he blocked that.
Iguodala.
Iguodala.
Okay,
That was
he
the
got
moment.
I ain't gonna lie, he got moments.
Because at that moment I was
Yeah,
like, damn, how we gonna win this game?
Right.
When he did
Headband
that,
game.
I had all confidence. You feel me?
Yeah.
Headband game.
That is a headband
went
game.
off.
Yeah.
No, that's against the Spurs. The headband game
Oh
was
no,
the
no,
Spurs.
no. Okay,
What the headband game was the Spurs? Right?
you're right though. Yeah, he went off. Yeah,
And he bought him back.
Uh,
But Ray Allen hit the
I
three.
forgot about that
You know what
one.
I'm saying?
I got.
yeah. That was in the.
But that's not
final.
my favorite. But that's in the top 5.
I'm gonna tell you one of
I'ma tell you
my
at the whip.
my favorite LeBron moment, or pretty much one of my favorite LeBron moments. And this is like I was not a LeBron hater, and I wasn't necessarily a fan, but I was aware of how good he played. But what turned me over to supporting him was the game against Detroit. I think it was Game 3.
Wow,
when he did
that
like,
would,
when he
that,
did like 47.
that's a good moment
that's
too.
by
great
himself. Like
He
he
literally.
scored like 20 something straight points.
yeah, he did like he got like 47.
That's why I
and
knew
did
he
it-
was the one.
But he did it by himself, and this was when
That's
Detroit
the
was.
I knew he was
This
the
was
one.
when
then.
Detroit was at their height of Detroit basketball defense.
I want to say that
Nobody
was the year we
scores.
made it to the finals.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was.
he got swept by the Spurs.
Yeah,
No, was that?
it was.
It was, yeah, they got swept by the Spurs.
You know
I thought Detroit won.
the Pistons won that last
Pistons
year. We
did beat
beat
the Spurs
them.
before.
We
Yeah.
beat them in that series.
Okay.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's
was
what that game like.
Yeah,
got
that
us.
was okay. Well, yeah,
We
yeah,
who?
but that was-
I know. I was hearing me
Us and
saying
them.
us and them.
Us and
I
them.
felt the tension when I said us.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that was my favorite LeBron moment. He
I'm
went
talking
out
about
there-
me and LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron
I
went
got
out there and he moved heaven and earth to win that game,
Yeah.
and I was like, man, that's crazy, and,
That was
he
great.
did it. This was when Tayshaun Prince was dang near Kawhi Leonard.
This is
almost.
championship
Yeah.
Pistons, bro.
You know?
Like
Yeah.
championship
Rip
Pistons.
Hamilton running every
Yeah.
round.
Yeah,
every
yeah,
screen.
exactly.
Rashad,
Dropping 20-22 on you.
Yeah,
But my joint,
Rasheed
look,
Wallace.
that headband game in my top 5 for LeBron. But what really got my respect, and I'm a diehard Kobe fan, but what really got my respect, LeBron really got my respect when Kyrie in the finals, Kyrie goes down, gets hurt, Kevin Love gets hurt. It's really him
Oh yeah,
and Matthew
And
Dellavedova.
Dellavedova. Yeah.
yeah.
And
The
this
Warriors.
man- and I was like, yes, he's gonna be forced to shoot and score, and he just did everything. Like, bruh, just
But it was
shooting.
balling.
This is the first series I see him just. All right, I'm definitely
Unconscious.
taking 25 shots at least.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
unconscious.
saying? Every game.
right.
Yeah, he was locked in.
This
Had no choice but to put the team on his back, and he was putting up crazy numbers
big,
against
big
the
shouts
Warriors,
out to
man.
Dellavedova too, bro. Out my mama.
I
Like,
think
They
we was
they
up
ended
2-1.
coming up short.
We
Yeah,
was
they
up
ended-
2-1
they
at
ended up
one
coming
time.
up short, but he really delivered and played big in every game as much as possible.
and that was
Yeah.
one of the ones
And
like
being
that was one of the
outgunned,
ones.
knowing you outgunned, because everybody, you
Right.
know what I'm saying, my 2 best dogs is hurt and can't come back. But
And that's
y'all
that
fully
fresh
loaded.
fresh Warriors too.
Still was competing. That's what got my respect. Like, yeah,
Word.
you showing up crazy.
I'll say
Do you have one?
my favorite. No, my favorite LeBron moment. Let me tell you this.
Okay.
I watched him for a long time before he got on ESPN that one time, and everybody was just everything just blew up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So nothing surprised me. It kind of looked unfair because he was playing with little dudes. Okay, they put him up there with Carmelo and like I think Josh Smith, whoever. He played well against. He was a man amongst boys, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing surprised me as far as his play. You know what I mean? But my favorite moments was the commercials that he actually did a lot of acting in.
Oh yeah, the
Um,
Nike commercials, everything.
The Nike commercial, man, with his uncle,
The one in the
his,
pool.
his brother, or like his
yeah,
brother
he died.
wives, however the name,
swimming
the
pool
little
one was
small,
good. Yeah,
all of
that
them.
was
I
my
love
favorite.
all of
Yeah.
them, man. Like, who Magic ain't wasn't doing this, wasn't running no pool.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
and he out there just and it symbolized all the noise, everything that was going on. You got the kid playing in the background. You got everything,
He really
going
timed
on.
it.
Yeah, I really did. So
I ain't gonna let you slide either. You
really
gonna have a
you
favorite
really-
LeBron moment on the court.
So
I ain't
now
gonna
I
let you
mean,
slide.
on the court. Now seriously, I don't have
Really?
a favorite moment on
None?
the court. Nah, because everything. My
Gotta-
favorite
gotta-
moment on the
gotta be
court
a Michael Jordan
was
level.
man.
when him and D
Listen.
Wade was like a highlight film every night.
That's cool.
That one picture where you see
He-
D Wade
yeah,
going like
he
that.
just threw it
the
up.
alley, yeah,
That
was
was my
dope.
favorite.
That's a dope one.
That'd
That's
be
a
my
dope
favorite.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you.
man. I mean,
Appreciate you giving one. You know what I'm saying?
I
You giving
was-
commercials, man. Come on, man.
Hey, listen, but
wasn't
just
a
like you
Jordan
said,
fan
that's
either,
that LeBron commercial now is that meme that everybody using on Instagram. The oh Lord, because he watching the agent LeBron flip off the pool and he grab his legs and put it by his head and look at the camera. Like, yeah, that's a big moment right there. So I feel you on the commercials, dog. LeBron has chops, as they call it in the business.
So you saying LeBron ain't impress you?
What I'm saying is not. It's just like, look at him, man. What did you think? Like, seriously, what did you think?
Said.
But what did you think was going to take?
He didn't look like he was that good. He was playing. He was a man.
The timer was
against
off.
the
timer going off. The timer going off, bro. The timer's going off.
You had your chance.
I'm just saying, like,
you had your chance. See, this is why.
Anyway, so we're gonna
anyway, that's real.
We're gonna move on to the
great
next.
Man, LeBron
Yes,
great.
LeBron is great. So salute to LeBron's greatness. Just like we said.
So you say he got better commercials than Jordan?
You gotta. Spike might have a problem with that. Spike Lee might have a problem with that.
Nah, Jordan has some good ones now.
Hey,
Gatorade commercials.
Never gonna have Michael Jackson in your commercial.
Spike
Never
Lee.
again. Michael Jackson in the commercial. Remember that now. Yeah, we talked about it. So basically, with that being said, LeBron is going to be surpassing not his own self for the next 10 years.
Will somebody else?
Will somebody ever get to break that record
in our lifetime?
In our lifetime,
we'll be old.
I don't think in our lifetime.
We'll be pretty old.
Only one that could probably is, I say, Steph, maybe.
Luka, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Way Luka's going, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just going to take like 17
It's
years.
going to take forever.
I don't know, bro. It might not be in my...
Because Steph, like, whole career is like 3-pointers.
With threes.
Like, almost... Like,
you think so?
He gotta catch up.
If Steph want to, I feel like if he want to play, if he want to play 8 more years, he can. Just because he can shoot three.
It's somebody we ain't seen.
Somebody might be out there
dominantly threes. Yeah.
But if somebody actually,
they
the
keep
only
saying
way
KD, but I don't know.
is if he goes into college
and come right back out,
and he's very young as a college sophomore. He has to be young for a sophomore, and then play at least 15 years or better.
Yeah, man. Listen.
Yeah.
When the record was set by Kareem,
you can't.
It was impossible.
You can't build that. You can't just say I'm just gonna go in here and
right.
And you got to make deep playoff.
When the record was set by Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, the playoffs. See, the thing, the playoffs don't matter. Don't count.
Yeah, that's not even playoff points.
It
ain't even playoff. He dragging everybody playoff.
Yeah, playoff. Yeah, no.
I ain't gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm being conservative.
Regular season scoring champ. It's a regular season scoring record.
Playoff points matter winning.
No,
I thought so too. That's what make it even more amazing.
Yeah, but then just like Jay said, in terms of if a player was to come into the league at 19, maybe. And then play 15 years.
You gotta be a teenager,
and
man.
you gotta come into being the man. The situation gotta be yours. You know.
Yeah.
You gotta come from overseas.
Like Kobe had to wait a couple. You know, he had came in behind Eddie Jones and Nate Van Exel that was all star. So
yeah,
LeBron got gifted the keys to the franchise day one.
It's
your team
for sure.
You're the leader.
And I remember,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's get these buckets.
I remember that first, and then we gonna go to the next thing. I remember that first point because I was still semi having like Kings fever because I was a Kings fan at one point in time.
It was over at that time.
Yeah, it was over, but I watched that game and I remember he stole the ball. I didn't ask you who was coming. I remember he stole the ball and got that breakaway, and that was the first time he did it.
Was it
on ESPN?
Hey, was it? No, that wasn't the first point.
No, I mean, no, that was his first point.
But no, the first point.
His first point
before
was
the first point.
The baseline
jumper.
jumper.
What? A baseline jumper?
Oh my god. Anyway,
that man's great.
It wasn't very fluid.
Everything's wrong with his game. And
It wasn't
he just
very
shut
fluid.
everybody up
Wow.
every
Should we
time.
look
I
at
remember
that
the
jumper,
first
Shot as a
dunk.
mid-range jumper.
There we go.
Come on,
I remember the first breakaway
Nothing but
dunk.
net.
Let's put it like that. The
Let me
first
stop.
breakaway dunk was best.
I'm being conservative.
Now we're gonna keep it going. Since we're talking about the NBA, so much has been going on these last few days, man, and it's been crazy. When they say, it's going down and before the trade deadline, this year I think stands out probably more than the last decade in terms of movement. Like
Step right
During
up,
the
step
season?
right up.
I'm talking about
Let me
in
get
turn
it.
plays a movement, dog. Because you know why? The trademark was
Trademark.
set.
Trademark, yo.
Trade-Mart.
Okay.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah, I mean,
You go to Wally World,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't go in there hungry, yo. You cannot go food shopping
Yeah.
hungry.
No, that's not working.
There are some GMs.
Right. They went food shopping and they was hungry.
They went shopping. They was hungry.
They was hungry.
They went shop. They went. They did that hungry shopping, man.
Man,
The
listen.
Nets hungry shopping.
Woo! No. Now the Nets had a fire sale. They said, "Hey, everything must go."
Elite
Yeah.
type of. What y'all got for sale over there?
Right.
Yo,
For real? Say that again. Oh, wait.
say it again.
Yeah, like for real. It was like
Hold it for me.
you know
I'll
how
be
you
right
you know how you see something go across
We
the
need
screen. You be like, hold up, wait a minute. They really about to do that?
All right.
They really, y'all really gonna get rid of Kevin Durant? You sure? And then boom, everybody gone. So if y'all don't know, 2 blockbuster trades that stand out off top. One, Kyrie Irving switched up his whole team, his whole train of thought, and said and demanded a trade on a Monday. He was gone Wednesday. He was gone Wednesday. Boom. And well,
I like that trade,
I wouldn't
though.
even say Wednesday. I want to say like he demanded a trade like Sunday. He was gone Tuesday. I want to say it was over the weekend because by Thursday it was Kevin Durant. But
Once he
said
figured
it
out
on,
they wasn't gonna give him the extension like he wanted, he wanted out.
I think, and this is just my opinion. I feel like upper management, Joe Tsai and those guys in that boardroom, they are businessmen. And once you make that type of business commitment to someone, and you tarnish the relationship business wise, that's almost like saying, you know, I'm gonna get into a business with someone who has bad business practices, and I'm gonna expect them to continue to do right by me. You know what I mean? I read in the book somewhere that, you know, if I'm going to be in business with someone, I'm not going to be in business with someone who cheats on their wife. You want to know why? Because they got bad morals.
Yeah.
To a degree, I feel like Joe Tsai looked at what Kyrie Irving did in the past and said, not just to him, but to Cleveland, to Boston, and then to him, and said, look, I'm not going to even stand for this. I'm not going to trade him where he want to go. He want to go to LA, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to still send him to a good place. I'm going to send him to Dallas, and I'm going to let Mark Cuban handle the firestorm that comes along with Kyrie Irving.
He'll be able to handle him.
Yeah, but Mark Cuban is a forward thinker.
He's a player's owner.
He's a player's owner. He's one of those people that
I ain't seen Mark Cuban in a while though.
Oh, because he's handling.
I didn't even see him with that.
Listen, Mark Cuban is. I'm gonna get to it in a second, but I really feel like the idea of flourishing in Dallas is for Kyrie Irving. He's practicing Islam right now. He's changing his diet. I feel like that country Texas living is probably good for him. Straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Taxes.
No taxes, right? You go out there, you get your farm, you get your plot. He can go out there and have a lake. You know what I'm saying? Ride horses or something silly. He don't got to be in there hustling, bustling in the city, which was ruining his life technically.
How you feel the Mavericks gonna do
with Kyrie?
this move?
I mean,
Playoff wise.
I actually want to ask Joe that same question. Like Joe, looking at the team setting now for the Mavericks, what you think is gonna happen with Kyrie and Luka?
I think it could work. Both are ball dominant guards. Love to have the ball in their hand, can create with the ball in their hand.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna make it work just because both of them have a high enough IQ to let it know that each other needs the ball. So it kind of worked last year in the Jalen Brunson, Luka Doncic setting.
Oh yeah.
Jalen Brunson shot maybe like 13 or 14 shots per game. I was doing a little research. Of course, I believe Kyrie deserves more shot attempts than that.
Definitely.
I think he will get it. So I think it worked last year with a 2-guard setting with them. It'll work this year with a 2-guard setting with them. Everybody else knows their role: play defense, get it off the rebound.
And they traded
away.
They traded away a lot of defense, but
right.
they
traded away Finney Smith, their best perimeter defender for sure.
Perimeter defender, yeah,
sure.
But they gained a lot of they gained points.
They gained another playmaker.
Yeah, they gained another playmaker,
elite playmaker.
And this is from what we watching a lot of the trade analysis that happened. The idea was when you looked at Luka last year. He was playing so hard and dominating the ball like we were saying. You could see that he was slowing down during game 4 and 5. You could tell. You know what I'm saying?
Almost made it though.
Right. But now if you take that time away from him and you can say, hey man, Luka, have a seat.
Yeah.
You got somebody that's gonna put up them 10, 12 points.
Sit down. Luka can sit down and catch breathers now. You know what I'm saying? Because Kyrie can come in there and run the show while Luka on the bench and the offense won't miss a beat.
And he doesn't have to worry about sitting on the bench and going, oh man, dang, I got to get ready to go back in. They gonna lose this lead I got.
They're not a big three, but I feel like it's gonna
Wood.
be kind of like the Heat when Wade and LeBron had to figure it out.
Right.
I think they
Wood,
said
man.
it would have took like about
It took like
almost a month,
I
like
think like
20
a
something games,
Right.
and that's like going into the playoffs, so they might heat up at the right time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, in playoff, everybody know NBA playoff basketball turns into a half court set offense. You know what I'm saying? And now you got two elite playmakers in the half
Yeah.
court. It's gonna get spooky. You know, and both can shoot.
Right.
Yeah, and they worry about the defense, but hey,
And really
you
now,
can score more than the
Yeah,
other offense.
right.
can you
won.
even double Luka now?
Can you double
With Kyrie
Luka?
out there on the court at the same time,
Oh,
right.
he's kind of undoubleable now. He's been getting triple
And
doubles
he beats
on
doubles.
double teams. So now it's like you only can guard this man with one man. Oh, here somebody going with the catch and shooters ready.
And you
to
got
finally
Jason Kidd.
hit the shot.
Yeah, I'm
he
about to
never
say.
had that. You know what I'm saying? He don't
Yeah.
have that.
Right.
With Reggie Bullock, Tim Hardaway Jr. I like as a player. You know what I'm saying? But a
Right.
consistent knockdown 3-point shooter. Now he has Kyrie
Yeah.
playing off the ball. It's gonna get spooky a little bit.
And,
Yeah.
and just like you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, we got a point guard for a coach
Right.
with J Kidd. I mean, you know, and one of the things that I can refer to, even though it didn't last very long, was when they did have James Harden and
KD.
Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving on the Nets. Kyrie Irving came to the forefront and told everybody, you know, publicly, like, okay, James Harden gonna handle the ball. I think he can do a similar thing with Luka, because you don't want to take the ball out of Luka's hands because it is his team. But you know, you can also you can refer to Kyrie easily. It's not like you don't even got to worry about that.
Yeah.
And then boom. So like we said, fire sale, right? Next thing on the list, Kevin Durant didn't even say. In my opinion, I think this is like the tale of two cities almost. Kevin Durant gets traded from Brooklyn to Phoenix, and in my opinion, Kevin Durant did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he made no noise. He probably went to the office. Hey man, word on the street is y'all about to get rid of old boy. Hey man, look, I respect y'all, appreciate it, but y'all might as well go ahead and send me too, man. That way, because if y'all ain't gonna do it the way I want to do it, then I'd rather y'all get something back. And then in return, they got Mikal Bridges. You know what I'm saying? And what's my man named Jay? Also went to from Phoenix. Got sent to
You talking
Cam
about
Johnson?
Cam Johnson.
Cam
Yeah.
Johnson. Cam Johnson. And Cam Johnson, all right. Like you didn't just get nothing for
Right,
KD.
right.
You know what I'm saying? They got
And they got a whole bunch of picks.
yeah, and they got a whole bunch of picks, and they got Finney Smith from Dallas.
I ain't
You know
gonna lie,
what
I've
I'm
been
saying?
some great GMing with these trades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
None of
Brooklyn,
them
Real quick, who
was
y'all
like
think won
that.
them trades? The KD trade
To
and
a
the
degree,
Kyrie
man.
trade.
To a
Did
degree,
the
man.
Nets win any of those, or did they lose
Let's see.
badly or lose the trade?
No, now you say like because you said Bridges is balling now, so
Bridges is
about
balling.
to turn
And
up and
it's
flourish. in
kind of
Brooklyn.
perfect though, because like what they had going didn't work, so you might as well start from scratch. But that's a great way to start from scratch, to have
They got a lot of
a
picks.
player that been to the finals, a lot of picks.
right?
I feel like you could have got more for KD though. I
Yeah,
feel like you could have got more
Aiden
for
or
KD
something.
and more for Kyrie. Honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
like all of them was fair though. Like all the situations, like I feel like nobody like
I would've
blackballed
need-
anybody.
Yeah, I would have need Booker though, bro. You get KD, give me Booker.
I mean, yeah. If you know, for the most part,
If
for
I
the
traded
most
him
part,
to Phoenix,
I think it was like this. It's the aspect of a fire sale. Like, all right, look, I know you want more,
they,
but this
they
is what I'm
blessed
gonna give
KD
you.
with that situation. They kind of blessed him. You know?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Mikal Bridges is gonna flip. Like Mikal Bridges got everything in his bag. He really gonna have opportunity. You know, he had to play basically. He's an elite defender, finished as runner-up and defensive player of the year last year. He's still gonna carry that over to this year. You don't want to see him. He gonna clamp you up. But now he gets to flourish on the offensive side of the ball. Where in Phoenix he was the fourth offensive option, maybe.
Right.
You know, definitely behind Booker, Ayton, and Chris Paul. You like fourth at best as the scoring option. But now he's number one option. You know, him and Dinwiddie gonna be getting a lot of touches. And I
Yeah,
think he really
Dinwiddie back in Brooklyn. You know, he love that.
he probably will be an all-star next year.
To
I'm
answer
with
your
it.
question though, probably the Suns, depending on how KD plays.
I think
They probably won.
because, Yeah, you gain KD, you lose Mikal Bridges, who is great, but you know
You gaining
KD
a
is
Hall
just
of
an elite
Fame
scorer.
talent, a
And you
Hall of
pairing
Fame
him with
talent.
Booker
Yeah,
and Chris Paul. Now he don't even have to shoot no more. Like,
Top
he can just
five.
facilitate.
You
Yeah.
lose Mikal Bridges and you gain a top five player
catch
in
and
the
shoot
NBA. Period. Top five. I don't know who else you want to mix up the
Yeah.
five.
and a
but you
breath
gotta
of
throw
fresh
Kevin Durant.
air because you know all the Aiden stuff was going on.
They paying a lot of money
Like,
out there. in Phoenix.
Booker got hurt, so it's
Shout
like
out.
a breath of fresh
I
air.
don't know if y'all know. You know, Phoenix Didn't they sell their team? They sold their
Everything
team.
fresh.
So the young Michigan State dude, that was the first trade he made. He was only
Okay.
he only owned the team for 4 hours until they made that trade like 4 hours into his ownership to go get KD.
Wow.
I mean,
oh,
that's
so that was a
that's
move.
that's a
these
big
young
move.
owners.
Shout out to James
Young
Jones,
owners, he made a boss move right there.
Yeah,
Try to
listen.
Yeah. He
We're
getting
gonna
that
get
money.
splash play, you know what I'm saying?
He a businessman.
I mean, when you want to jump in the water, you got to get wet. That's the period. You know what I'm saying? Another big trade that of course we took notice to, that you know what I'm saying wasn't as highlighted because it was Kevin Durant and Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? We got to talk about my man Jay's team, the Portland Trailblazers, man. You know, it's worth the look now. It's worth the look because Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish is a prospective prospect. What he needs is a home. Jay, out there in Portland next to Dame.
Man, even though
What you think?
home, man.
What you think?
Hey. What?
I'm saying, Cam out there. What you got, Cam? You know, you was at the Hawks game. You saw how Cam Reddish looked for a little bit, right? You don't like Cam Reddish in Portland? No? All right, well, okay. Well, in the end, Josh Hart gets paired with his old homeboy, Jalen Brunson.
Is it because he a dookie?
Oh, well,
Nah, we ain't going there. We ain't going there.
You said it best.
We ain't going there.
oh well.
My thing is, as far as we always get rid of a good backup point guard, man. I can name countless backup point guards who's went through Portland, who's flourished other places, and I like the move because Cam Reddish does need a home. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, it works out for him somewhere. So frequently said, when it comes to certain players, right. But what else we get in return? We get some good. I'm not looking at. We got to get up out this. We got to get in this playing tournament.
Yeah, right.
The best way possible. Worst case scenario, man. I just this playing tournament is what looks like perspective. Like
it's going down to the last game of the season.
Listen, and the West Coast is not.
We're not going to make any dramatic run. I don't see it. It's too much, man. I looked at our record schedule the last part of the season, man. It looked ridiculous, man. It's like how can you get a win these days in the NBA, man?
Listen, and
my Lakers finna get some more wins.
Let's
That's
go.
the moves we made. Can we jump into them boys?
Listen, okay. So since we talk about the Western Conference, right? Okay, I got something I want to bring up. The Memphis Grizzlies have been having like the spotlight on their, well, I ain't even gonna call it a spot. They had the red dot on their back, the target on their back. They kind of been putting it there themselves. Yeah. Has the Grizzlies like arisen as the NBA's most hated team, along with Ja Morant, who seems to, for some odd reason, like just draw a lot of negative attention?
Yeah, this year it is the most hated team.
I don't know. A lot of people love them at the same time.
No, I'm talking about like, as far as
you love the hate
like the players in the league.
NBA players, they say, of course.
Yeah,
the kids definitely love. Ja, that dude.
Yeah, you go to get the gritty. He get the gritty and all that.
But like the NBA players, they getting into so much with what's the main one that be getting into with everybody?
Did y'all see his shoes?
Dylan Brooks.
Win the All-Star game?
Brooks. Yeah.
Huh?
Y'all see them shoes that y'all gonna wear? He might. I don't know if he's gonna wear them in the All-Star game. I don't know.
Oh no, I didn't see.
They're like some iced out. Like the swoosh is iced out.
Ooh,
it's
like real diamonds.
I see.
You seen that little package they sent?
They all black.
Ooh, they all black.
Nah, they were blue. They were like a powder blue, and they came with that black. The Memphis, the chain. I think that's what you probably thinking of, that charm they sent with that black. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, it's on
Josh
IG,
showing out.
It's like a package he got with some shoes and a chain.
Right.
Okay. And it
like he working already.
Shoes look kind of heavy.
He got another pair coming out that's all black though, and they got like
if you seen that Ja Morant shoes and everything, post it in the comments. Let us know what you think of them shoes, man, because Ja Morant is out here getting a lot of love. One of the things I saw online was, man, they coming from my man Ja. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's from South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? He out there representing, and of course his home life was a stable life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And, Clarence parents had a real good marriage. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I don't know why that's a negative thing, bro. The man comes from a 2-parent household.
It's not really Ja though. It's Dylan Brooks, bro. Like
I think Dylan Brooks.
Everybody loves Ja.
Everybody,
Yeah.
I think Dylan
He
Brooks
just,
draws
got his
attention.
back.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
exactly. I think Dylan Brooks
He'll be the
draws
most
the
popular player.
attention.
No, but Ja do
And Ja
talk
don't
trash.
stand. Yeah, Ja don't
Everybody
stand.
talk
Dylan
trash
Brooks
on
the
the
one
court,
that a lot of players go back and forth with.
Yeah,
you know
because
what
he
I'm
do
saying?
dirty
You know.
stuff and dirty fouls and stuff like that.
Yeah, but they was talking about Ja Morant. Like
You know the
talking
Grizzlies
like,
though. That's a
talk like he
brotherhood over there,
thug.
so they gonna stick up for
Oh, yeah,
everybody. Everybody's
for
sticking
sure.
up for everybody.
They showing
Especially Adams.
Steven
Right.
Adams ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Adams
don't care.
was
He
about
gonna bring
that.
the smoke to you.
Shout out to Shannon
Ja gonna
Sharp,
bring the
man.
smoke to you.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
Shannon Sharp was one of the interesting interviews I watched where he was like, man, why Ja Morant like to talk like he a thug? You know what I'm saying? He don't come from that. You know, he don't act. He ain't toting no pistols. And then
That was wrong.
basically,
yeah,
that was
shouldn't
wrong.
even went that far with it.
yeah, you know, but basically, they were saying in perspective, one of Ja Morant's closest constituents has gotten banned from coming to Grizzlies games
For a year.
because of his antics and how he come to the game. And if you know some people from South Carolina, sometimes we act up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't take
You
away.
don't move like that around
Yeah, I'm about to
the
say
money, around
you don't- you
generational
won't-
talent.
Right. There
You
it goes.
create generational wealth for his family. You endangering Ja Morant by doing
Yeah.
things like that.
Now they
bro.
gonna
Come
want
on.
him to be a
At
gangster. and
all
stuff.
times, protect the bag, and you put the bag in the best situations possible and protect it at all costs, bro. You don't do no stuff like. Well, they said it was false reports though, but I think they said they was accusing him of flashing like a LED light or something. Red LED light.
Really?
at a
Yeah,
Pacers.
Yeah.
they were saying
red
like
laser.
a red laser, meaning
Laser
the
beam.
beam was on. You know, the beam
yeah.
was off of a pistol. It was a beam. He was flashing the beam off that cut that you put on the bottom of the pistol.
Yeah.
Was it a
That's
false
crazy.
report? Was it?
The idea is they didn't even let it
They
be
just
false.
let- they just
They
let
didn't
it
even
go.
let it be
They
said,
false
yeah.
or real.
They just let it
You
go,
gotta
man.
go because we know you like to carry guns and we know for sure that you got that beam coming from a gun.
I ain't gonna let you slide, man. You gonna act like the
Right,
Lakers
yeah,
trade.
yeah, right.
You got like the Lakers trade wasn't nothing now.
There
You talking
you
about
go.
Grizzlies now.
Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
them Jones
about
all
to
black.
jump
They
in there
talking
for
about
you. I'm about to jump in there for you. I know who's coming to it.
Jones all black with the I'm sorry. We still
Yeah, go
talking
ahead,
about the
do that.
shoes.
Oh, talk about the shoes.
But they was in a case with some LED light, some blue LED light, so
yeah,
it kind of
okay.
gave it effect.
Shout out to Ja on the shoes, yo.
I'm hot.
So
Our
okay,
shoes about to sell out, boy.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
we gonna keep it funky too. We gonna jump into
Sorry.
something that, of course, you
Hey,
want to
real
talk
quick,
about.
Trademark with
Trademark.
the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
I just was about to say.
Okay,
yeah,
I'll make
I was
sure.
about to
We-
say.
We just making sure.
Yeah, okay.
We
We
want to
just
talk about
making
some
sure.
trades. Our
guys.
trades.
Hey guys, what do you think about the Lakers trade
Wonderful trade. Wonderful trade.
or the Lakers trades? Because they got rid
Plural.
of everybody.
Yeah.
You know what
Plural.
I'm saying? Hey, we finally made a trade that I like. You know what I'm saying? But last trade I liked was the LeBron trade. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Right, that was the next
So,
one.
like,
That was
yeah,
the next
man.
one.
Trading away a Russell and gaining a Russell. You know what I'm saying? Russell for Russell.
Hey.
That's a good one. That's a
We
good one.
traded Hustle Russell away, and we got ice cold Russ in
Right.
his veins. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah.
right. He wanted
And
to get out of Minnesota.
immediately his play with our team, bro, is like he just ain't. It's kind of like he ain't never left. 'Cause
Right.
it's
Yeah. Like he just went on
Right.
vacation for a little bit.
He
You know,
got-
You know what I'm
he
saying?
went to college and
He
came
just
back home.
understands the pace of play. He understands how to run an
I know.
offense. He know how to facilitate, and he can shoot.
Yo,
And I feel like he back home. He feel home, man. We're gonna make him welcome. He said it's great to play with AD and LeBron because they pass first players. So it's like,
yeah.
hey, saying the right things, man. I really like this acquisition, and we got. Hey, look, I love Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook. I don't know why the league doing him like this. Man deserves.
Yeah, yeah.
Starting. The
Yeah.
league. He gonna be starting in
Top
the league before the end of the
75,
season.
Russell
over
Westbrook.
with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he just didn't fit. I love him as a talent. He just didn't fit on my Lakers team for whatever reason.
That's
you know
real.
what I'm saying? And he put up numbers with the Lakers. I'm gonna be honest, but it just wasn't what we needed to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, he had to be a part of the trade.
Damn.
Out of the door. Thank you for your services.
Dang,
Go,
Joe,
bro.
you sound like a GM.
Can't wait to see
That's
you.
real.
Can't wait to see whoever you ball with for the next, probably the Clippers. But anyway, we gained D'Angelo Russell in that one. Great trade.
Got
Had to get rid of a pick as well. with it.
got
First rounder.
Malik Beasley.
Got Malik
back
Beasley
on
and
that too.
Vanderbilt.
Vanderbilt.
We got some rebounding, and we got a wing defender and
Okay.
a wing scorer who can get in the lane
And then
with Malik Beasley.
And then another
Sleeper
motion.
trade before that though.
Oh no, I'm about to say. And then another motion for the Lakers was y'all getting rid of Pat Bev.
All right,
Pat
we
Bev
holla at
went
you,
to
Pat
Orlando,
Bev.
and then y'all got back Mo Bamba. And in my opinion, that Orlando roster was like just full of everybody's
Big
over
guys.
6.
Yeah, you
6'10".
kept talking about that too.
Everybody in Orlando's taller than 6'10", and it's just too full. And I think for real, and if you notice now, centers from Orlando go to LA and turn up. I don't know what it is. For real.
Oh wow.
Think about it
Never
now.
thought
We're
about
talking
that.
Shaq, Dwight. Everybody like to play mess around with Dwight, but Dwight had a bad back that first time. Then when he got back that second time, he was official.
Yeah.
But Dwight, Shaq, and now Mo Bamba, man. I mean,
Okay.
you know what I'm
Might
saying.
be a good track record right
I don't know
there.
if y'all seen it, but Mo got the shot from the 3 now. He ain't playing. He take perimeter shots, so he's not really too much of an
That's
inside
good.
player. So I think Mo Bamba's going to be one of y'all best pieces
He'll get a
going
little
forward
burn.
in this
He'll get a little
trade.
burn.
What's before? What was the trade before that?
So
though?
before that, we traded away. What's my man name? Thomas Bryant or Thomas Bryant?
No, that was on the new
Center?
trade. I think we just picked up.
No, we
Reed.
traded him to Denver.
Oh yeah, that's part of the
That's
the
why
recent
we ended
trade.
up going to get Mo Bamba because we traded him before that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I'm talking
Yeah,
about was it Rio? What's his name? Who?
Who?
From Gonzaga.
Oh yeah, from the Wizards. Okay,
That's
got
the
you.
sleeper.
That's the sleeper.
Okay,
He's gonna be a big
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
reason why
Yes.
if we do something, he's gonna be a big reason.
Oh yeah, Rui Hachimura from Washington, who comes in at like a solid 6'9", 6'9.5", 6'10".
Great shot.
and is a physical player.
Yeah.
He can develop some more, but I think when you say, all right, we're gonna take out LeBron, and who we gonna put in when we take LeBron out? Let's put it at Rui. Like that's a good swap. You see what I'm saying? So I really feel you on that one. Yeah, that was a good one too. And then shout out to what I'm saying, a couple guys up that went a couple of other places, man. You know what I'm saying? Mike Conley. Mike Conley, the journeyman. Everybody love Mike Conley.
Dang.
Mike
He
Conley
was
smiled.
Part of that Russell Westbrook trade.
Yeah, Mike
Yeah,
Conley.
it
Mike
was.
Conley. I love Mike Conley because he
where he
smiled
went
no
to?
matter what.
Minnesota?
He in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
He playing with Cat. You know what I'm saying? Mike Conley's.
I don't
out.
like that 2 center thing they got going on in Minnesota.
It's not working.
Well,
It's
now
not
them
working.
boys been hurt, both of them really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Catman hurt for extended time with that. I think he had a little foot, lower leg injury.
I think
wow.
Achilles or something like that?
Yeah, he hyperextended something.
Yeah. It was but he recovering a lot, so he missed a bunch of time.
And then of course
Gobert been
Rudy.
in and
Yeah,
out
Gobert.
with a lot.
Gobert don't score no points. So that's the part. That's the false part.
I
about
think when
that.
they get back together and they get healthy, it might
might
look
do
like
something.
something. It might look like something.
You know what I'm
Anthony
saying?
L was coming. Along.
Oh yeah, he going.
He going.
So
off.
with the
He gone.
finished product, what do y'all think right now with the finished product? Who's gonna win MVP right now, based on what
MVP?
took place?
Y'all want me to tell you?
Who set up and win MVP? And don't say Tatum.
Why not?
Embiid.
Okay, all right.
Giannis.
Look, let's if I
Our Joker
let's,
again.
Let's
I think
get-
Giannis this year.
Recency
Big
bias.
man.
Recency
Right.
bias is going
Giannis
to wear
too.
out on this one because and I don't know what it is, but straight up and down, man. Nikola Jokic is out here doing 21, 12, 8, and 5. Like who? Again,
Crazy.
Yeah, it's easy to
but the thing is, it's a more efficient 21, 12, 8, and 5 than it was the last 2 seasons because
Got more
the
help.
the
Jamal
team is
Murray
healthy.
back,
Jamal
yeah,
Murray, Aaron Gordon.
it's
You know what I'm
usually who
saying?
get the best
Porter
record
Jr.
though.
Michael Porter Jr.
Whoever had the best record in the league
Yeah,
usually get.
but I ain't even gonna lie.
In that case, it's
Kinda.
gonna be them. It's gonna be they gonna be right
Except
there.
Joker though.
The top 5 right now, we pretty much name everybody in the top 5 with Joker, Embiid, Giannis,
Tatum,
and then whoever else. Maybe
LeBron,
Luka.
Luka.
or LeBron.
They don't never want to give it to him. So I ain't put my boy name in.
Yeah,
there.
LeBron
So
is
He
in that fifth.
should have more anyway.
Luka, LeBron, fair 5 spot, but you're gonna have to. I think what's gonna play a big part is the matchups when they play each other. Now, Joker and Embiid play each other twice this year because Eastern Conference team played Western Conference team twice. Embiid got the better of Joker when they first played. I'm talking about his numbers was crazy.
He
and
did like
Joker
45
had
or
a bad
something.
game. I mean, he went crazy. He dropped like 40 and 15.
You're right.
He did like 40 or something like that. I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? So that might play a big part this year. We got 4 scorers scoring over 30 points. So any given night it's between Giannis, Embiid, and Shy. He up there too, like flirting with who's going to have the most points in the league at like 32, 33 points per game.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna get most improved player.
shot
Definitely.
Alexander.
Which he
yeah.
should get more than that.
Oh, yeah.
He gonna get it.
I mean,
That's for
and
sure.
then you being real, dog. Like for the most part, like when you talk about something that probably I ain't gonna say it was unexpected because he was really good on the Clippers bench. I watched the interview with Pat Beverly, and Pat Beverly was saying, man, like he was different because at the time the Clippers were a older group, and to see a young man come in and do nothing but get in the court and and practice, and he was saying, man, look, if ever he got dressed and wanted to go to the club, we would sun him and tell him no, he ain't going because that's not what he do. You came into the league practicing all day, coming in early, leaving late. You gonna stay like that, and it's paying off. So I love the development of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and I'm telling you, give it like maybe 2.5, 3 years. Josh Giddey, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and then they gonna put they gonna put my man in there that's not playing.
Holmgren.
Yeah, they gonna put Holmgren in there somewhere.
And then they got some picks coming.
Yeah,
so.
they got 17 picks in between now and 2027.
They still got
17
what's his
first
name as
round
the coach?
picks.
Florida old coach. That's still the coach, or is somebody else?
No.
Donovan.
He gone right.
Billy Donovan's in Chicago.
Chicago, yeah. My
Billy
bad.
Donovan's in Chicago.
Shoot. Brett. Is it my guy from Philly? He used to be in Philly.
That's a tough one. I know exactly what we're talking about, but let's.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
We'll continue with it on.
They got him. Okay.
When you think about it, okay, who at this point in time can we say is going to be in the finals?
Realistically,
That's too hard,
I'll
bro.
say
That's too far away.
Realistically,
it's up in the air. We can just say it's up in the air.
I say Nuggets and Celtics.
Mark Dagan.
Just realistically.
Mark.
Yeah, his
Ain't
last
coming.
name hard to say. I know you're talking
I
about.
think this is deja vu. Mark Dagan.
Okay. Well,
Pronounce it.
we tried. Did you know?
No,
You did it.
Not you. I was. Never mind.
It's all good. So, like, going forward, you know what I'm saying? Of course, right now, the West is up in the air. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the West. Eastern Conference is kind of like down to the top 4 teams, at least 3. We're going to pretty much just say Boston. We're going to throw Philly in
Bucks.
there. We're going to
And
throw
Philly.
Milwaukee in there.
Those
and
three really.
those 3 really, that's at the top right there. And, of course, this weekend, All-Star Weekend is going down in Utah. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I love the new formats that they got going on at the moment. You know what I'm
How
saying?
the jerseys gonna be?
I don't know.
It's gonna be like red and just. It's gonna be.
How they gonna do it? Because they picking.
They got 2 jerseys. They got 2 jerseys for
it's
everybody. But they picking
not
before
about to
that.
debate about that.
What? They picking before that.
We're not about to debate about that.
What do you mean?
Oh, he know what I'm about to say.
It's not. They're made up jerseys. They're gonna be wearing. Gonna be made up uniforms. The whole 9.
Because we had, off camera we had.
Sell
I had.
merchandise.
I feel like
More
they should
merchandise
They should go back
sell.
to
wearing their
where-
real jersey.
Yeah, no, Jay
means
has a
more
point. More,
merchandise.
more money. Yeah. So
Telling
now they
you.
got 2. They got everybody's got 2 jerseys depending on where you
Ain't
go
doing that no
or
more.
whether LeBron or Giannis picks you. You got a jersey. You gonna pick. They probably gonna pick it up and walk to
already
walk to
got
the
it
locker
made.
room. So I think that's pretty dope. The format where it's almost like a big pickup game. Everybody gonna be
I think
pick me.
but
Who can pick last?
NBA, if y'all ever watch this show, man, if y'all ever watch this show, I think y'all should at least do it one more time.
Nah, they're not gonna do it, bro.
Why not have
'Cause
all
It's gonna
throwback?
have to be like a 100th
Money.
anniversary or something.
It could be
Right.
throwback jerseys though.
That's what I'm
Somebody in
saying.
the All-Star game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the best one when everybody wear their jersey. That's the best. That's the best. That's how it's just so
it looks so good, bro.
I'm not saying I don't.
One
I'm not
team
saying
wear
I
their
don't
white
like it.
jerseys, the other team wear their dark jerseys, man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't like the idea,
just be
but
dope.
I know that they like uniformity and
They
money.
came out with a fire All-Star uniform since the 90s. That's my, you know what I'm saying. That's why I just like
The
everyone
toughest
wearing
one for me, every time I think about it, is when they first started it in San Antonio and they had the purple and the black
Talking about
All-Star
the teal.
joints.
Talking about
Yeah,
the teal
the
joints.
purple teal
Talking
and
about what
with
David
the-
Robinson got dunked on.
With
with
the lines
the cactus on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was hard. That was like the first time I remember seeing it like that.
Yeah.
But of course, you know what I'm saying. Maybe they'll go back to it in the future.
Yeah, if they put more into themed, they seem to do it a lot when it's in New Orleans.
Oh yeah,
They always put some kind of.
They got the fleur de lis on all the New Orleans stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The Rising Star competition that looks like it's gonna be pretty good with like the 4-team Elam ending competition. I think that's pretty dope.
Alvarado.
Shout out to Jose Alvarado.
They won in that.
Yeah, they won. I think that's gonna be a big deal doing it that way, having 4 teams playing the competition with that Elam ending. You know, first one to 25. That's innovative. I'm really looking forward to the skills competition, and it makes me think of oh
What?
my God, I'm really looking forward to the dunk contest because
let's not do that.
I'm looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to it being better than last year.
I got you, but the whole world needs to just be like, let's just watch this dunk contest and just. I'm telling you, man, we had that energy when the Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon went up there. It's like, man, let's get this over with, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go into it with the same energy. Let's just keep doing that.
And be surprised.
And then be surprised. Maybe.
Better than nothing.
Oh, well, hey, man, I'm looking at that. And then, of course, straight up and down, who thought that Utah would be so fun?
Yeah, never.
Who thought you? I mean, look, I'm not hating.
I want to hear what Charles Barkley got to say about that.
Listen, I'm not hating.
A lot of players.
I'm one of them
Utah
people.
crowd. A lot of
Dry.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Everybody's saying that. Of
Dry.
course, they're going to big it up based on them being there.
Was
But everybody's
Westbrook-
saying is
Was Westbrook traded to
Utah? Yeah, Westbrook was traded to
Like,
Utah, but he's not playing in no Utah.
Terrible,
Hey, man.
Westbrook ain't playing in
That
Utah.
shows how
now
much
that-
they respect your career.
I'm about to say now.
Trade to
Now
Utah,
think about it.
Think
They ain't
about
Mike
that,
Pelinka.
man.
It is business.
Mike
though.
Pelinka.
It's
Yeah.
business,
Rob
but
Pelinka?
it's respect.
Rob, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
Rob
a respect
Pelinka.
to it though. They trade you to Utah, bro. Like
Yeah.
think about that's like. Let me think of a hated
But
athlete. in
Utah
one
got to
town.
buy him out though. Utah got to pay him.
But you already know. But that's still. Think
But
of it
yeah,
like
he
a
ain't
hated,
Hey,
I don't think they even gonna make a Westbrook jersey.
like
For
Trey
a
Young.
Utah Westbrook jersey.
Nah,
Like
they
Trey Young, you know what I'm saying? He about to retire. They be like, yeah, we just traded you to New York. Like, come on, man.
Oh well, it's a possibility.
But I'm saying, like, I'm talking about when he's on his last leg. You know what I'm saying? He can't
Right,
hit a
right.
shot.
He can't
You know
hit
what I'm
nothing.
saying? Let's
Yeah.
trade you to New York. All they gonna do is boom.
Right,
That'll suck.
buy him out.
I mean, that's his career. That's terrible.
you
I'm
think
sorry.
they should switch it back to East and West, or y'all like how?
Oh,
It's,
no, I like
I like how it's going.
I like this
I like
format.
how it's
It's a cool format, like backyard, schoolyard format. Like
yeah, it's fun. It's
you
fun.
might have a petty statement during this pickup game, like, "Oh, you gonna pick him?" You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna
Yeah, you don't wanna be the
I'm
last
telling
pick.
you, yeah, that's what's gonna be.
You gonna be- yeah.
Whoever's the last pick,
And that
yeah,
happened
that's
last
gonna
time.
That's
or something
like Mr.
that
Irrelevant.
before.
right, and it's gonna be a big
Mr.
deal.
Relevant, you know, get you to a
Um,
Super Bowl these days.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Brock Purdy.
NFC Championship.
So and on top of that, like when it comes to participation in Utah, once again, are the regular attendees going to be at the All-Star game? Because Utah got a reputation for
I'm sorry.
crowd.
When you said that,
Oh yeah,
Thought
they gonna be there.
strippers.
Utah about to be as lit as it ever been
I thought
in
strippers.
the history of the
Thought strippers.
state.
that's when you said that. I thought strippers.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
no.
Right now.
Regular. What do you mean?
Oh, the Atlanta strippers are going to be in Utah.
what you mean by regular? That's all I'm thinking when you say that. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Utah has a reputation for being
Regular.
vulgar at the game.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Utah
Might
has
be, man.
has a reputation of being very vulgar at games all the time.
Well,
but
that could be vulgar.
I mean,
Strippers.
But let's continue on, man. So the season's over in the NFL, right? We at the All-Star game for basketball. The Pro Bowl happened about some time ago, and of course they changed that as well. Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, the Manning brothers took over Pro Bowl weekend and turned it into, I think, a fun spectacle, bro.
Yeah, that was a good switch up too.
Yeah, and
a lot of creativity in these leagues right now.
a lot of creativity. I think
Yeah.
the skills
How you think the
challenge,
older people feel about this?
the older people or the
Oh,
they
used to have,
really
like, little events.
yeah they did it.
Okay.
The thing is they did it differently. They lined up the events differently. Like the big man skills challenge where they kind of did like a relay race. That was big. I
yeah.
never seen that before.
matter of fact, they did all that stuff before the actual game, right?
Yeah,
I think they were still kinda
did
doing
it
that
like
now.
They did it like 3 days. They had the dodgeball game, of course. That's classic now. You know what I'm saying? The wide receivers, the best catches. That was deep. I love that. But you know what I'm saying? What got me was the quarterback competition, which was kind of like and maybe it's because I'm at that age now. Like I'm thinking about certain quarterbacks, but the quarterbacks I was thinking about weren't in the game, weren't even in the thing. So it was kind of cool to see, Derek Carr. It was all right. Let's
Some
see Derek
people
Carr.
were just
Huntley.
against the formula.
Huntley.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That was the most
we got,
surprising.
we got Huntley out
That was
there.
surprising.
You
A
know
lot
what
of
I'm
them guys
saying?
played hooky and just did something else.
Yeah,
we got
like they wasn't with it. You know
I feel like they should come down and do
Geno
it for the fans,
Geno Smith. You know,
Yeah.
Seahawks quarterback Geno
I mean,
Smith.
he earned that. Like, he deserved to be out there, and he was gonna definitely enjoy that. I mean,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Finally, Geno was gonna
Right.
Geno was gonna be everywhere.
But
for
Huntley,
that.
it was odd watching him walk around the Pro Bowl, bro. Like,
That was a little.
that was almost
That was a
like,
little
what's the
weird.
Pro Bowl now? Like, is it just a skills competition now? Because, and I'm gonna tell you, I used to really get a kick out of it. I want to say Juice Landry. I want to say he won 2 years in a row, or maybe he just did real well at it. But they used to do that little that drone drop.
oh
They're
yeah,
like
Oh,
they drop the
catch the
football,
ball,
they
yeah.
keep going higher and higher every year, and
Yeah.
it's like 60 yards up there or something like that. You know,
Right.
it's just,
or Landry was catching the ball.
Right.
yeah. So
Pause.
So it those competitions could get real competitive. I mean, it's cool. It's cool to watch.
And-
Very cool to watch.
And I think you know what I'm saying, taking the kind of like the danger out of it, because of course they are playing football, right? So let's take the danger out of it kinda and make it flag football. Now, you know what I'm saying, Joe's boy, Jalen Ramsey, did lay a hit down.
The smacking down.
He did. Jalen Ramsey did lay a hit down on a cheetah. At the
for real?
goal at the goal
Yeah.
line. Yeah,
Yeah.
at the goal line.
Yeah.
Like,
It wasn't like crazy, but
yeah,
like he was running full speed, so he had to
He
push
didn't
him.
reach for the flag at all. He just
Well,
kinda,
honestly, he didn't want him to
ran
score, so he
Word,
did push him
word,
to
word.
Yeah, but-
alter him going in the end zone.
But I thought that was like when it comes to football, the name Manning is synonymous with football, and it's gonna be like that forever. You know what I'm saying? Because now, if this style of Pro Bowl sticks around, man, we're gonna be seeing Peyton and Eli forever. And then the old heads was out there too. You know, Ray Lewis was out there cheering. You know, Ray Lewis was there.
Demarcus Ware.
Yeah, Demarcus Ware. If
They can like
if
do
Ray
a-
Lewis like it, I love it.
Next year they should do a Brady Breeze type. You know what I'm saying? They can-
Yeah,
they
it
can
should
get
be
bring
like
them
the
back.
quarterbacks,
Brady and
like
Breeze.
Brady. Yeah.
It'd be different
I think
matchup area. You know?
I think they
Yeah.
should bring some of the older quarterbacks in and say, yo, you know,
That's probably what they planning too. That'd be dope.
yeah. See,
I like that.
Should we do a replay of like, get all the best living quarterbacks, like every Super Bowl matchup,
yeah.
like an anniversary of a Super
Right,
Bowl
yeah,
bring-
matchup, and have
yeah,
the two quarterbacks be the captain.
Bring Troy out.
Yeah.
Bring Troy Aikman out or
Bowl.
something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, because to bring Donovan McNabb from somewhere. You know what I mean? Shoot,
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner. You know,
Donovan McNabb.
yeah,
I mean,
Trent Dilfer.
yeah. You know,
yeah, he lost the Super Bowl.
yeah. You know, you get a little love. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm just thinking like he lost the Super Bowl.
That's
Yeah, he
messed
lost.
up.
Then again, I don't know.
That's
I don't
messed
think you want to. Some of these dudes don't want to relive some of these. Yeah, you don't want to bring.
Flashback. You don't want to
Yeah,
bring
you don't want
That
to
was
bring.
your memories of
You don't
Donovan.
want to bring.
Yeah.
You don't want to bring
Super
Jim
Bowl.
Kelly
He
back
lost.
4 times. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? Like that'll suck.
Dang, Jim.
Jay is out here being so.
Jim, I
down
don't think
in
Josh
this.
gonna do it for you, man.
That'd
I mean-
be terrible, man.
Listen,
He broke his ankle his leg, the first play of one of the games, right?
man.
Oh.
This, yeah, Jay is already.
In one of the Super Bowls, Jim Kelly broke his leg like the first play.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jay is
I think I
our,
remember hearing
Jay is
that.
our resident cynic. That
That's
means
tough.
he gonna bring it. He gonna bring it. He gonna bring it up.
All
like
I
that.
do, that's all I'm here
It's
for.
bad luck. Yeah.
I was stuck. I was like, oh, I guess this is over. Like the sun was still shining, son.
Bruh. That's it.
He broke his leg.
That's it.
In the Super Bowl, bro.
First play of the
Chill.
game, bro.
The sun
First play.
was still daylight.
Yeah, the
Chill.
game didn't even get that far in. He
I'm
hurt his.
sorry, it's not funny, but he's still.
Hey, shout out. Speaking of which, what about the NFL Honors? Who won what award for this year?
Man, they had to give that man of the year, bro. They had to
Ooh.
give that man of the year. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like they was killing them on Super Bowl when
Listen,
all those cowboy jokes just came out of that.
they knew
5 minutes of fame for him.
Yeah, we knew somewhere in there that they was gonna kill Dak, but of course, you know what I'm saying.
he's the
Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Walter Payton Man of the
Yeah.
Year. You know what I'm saying. Shout out to Jay Jettas.
Prestigious award.
Jay Jettas out here. You know what I'm saying.
Hey,
Killing.
quick, real quick.
What's up?
Give me 30 seconds, real quick. Hey man, y'all lighting up on Dak too, man. He's going through a lot. He played elite football for a couple of games, stretch games in
Yeah.
the season. You know what I'm saying, man? Lost a brother, Man lost a mother. Like, you know
Oh,
what I'm saying? He went through a lot, bro. Still
Yeah, his
trying to
brother
perform on a high
committed
level,
suicide,
dog.
man. It's messed up, man.
Ooh, Lord.
Look, give Dak a little bit more time, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Give him. Next year, it should be everything.
And Michael Parsons,
They
man,
improve more.
slow down a little bit, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the energy, man. Like I
you
really
heard
think.
you heard the tweet today though, or yesterday?
What
So I
was
put a star on your helmet.
No, he said I want a ring so bad. I'm not gonna give my fiance a ring until I get one, or something like that.
what?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well,
And Stephen A. was just having a ball like the whole show about that. Like,
well, yeah, because he ain't.
I mean, I get it, but
He said he
I
ain't
don't
never
think
gonna
you
give him
want
the
to.
ring. Yeah,
I
that's what he's saying.
And you really ain't gave her no ring yet. I don't think you want to
He's trying to say he never gonna
put
get a ring.
yourself in that,
They live in
Yeah.
Dallas.
huh?
They live in Dallas.
I don't know.
Oh man.
Uh,
Well, you know who got the? We all know who got the MVP.
man.
Pat Mahomes.
Of course.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man, Pat Mahomes.
I was hoping
MVP.
Jalen Hurts got it though.
No.
When you said MVP after that, I just thought
Yeah, Pat
my
Mahomes.
mind was still on what I was saying. Yeah, it was like, think about what you just did.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes got
That was
the
like a
MVP.
pause in a way. I'm sorry, bro.
Everybody was looking like, yeah, like who? I thought y'all would have said it off gate. Like, who was it? Pat Mahomes, duh. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? Patrick Mahomes again, a historic NFL season. Numerous accolades, records broken again, and I can't believe for some odd reason that we didn't see that Patrick Mahomes was going to win. I mean, who did y'all think was going to win the MVP? Who's going? Jalen Hurts?
I was hoping he did.
He did better. I mean, other than the touchdowns, like he played very well. Played very well.
Oh yeah. No,
I had a
regular
feeling it was gonna
season.
be one of the quarterbacks just because both of them.
I feel like regular season
at
he had a
elite
better
level, but-
season. No.
I was
Chiefs
not
did have the
ruling
number
out a
one offense.
defensive player maybe who would have took over the game, but I would have thought it would have came from the Eagles side of the ball, but it didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, that defense never showed up, man.
No. Offensive player of the
Maybe
year.
the defensive
You know,
coordinator didn't show up.
offensive player of the year. We already know who
He
did
got a
that,
head
man.
coaching job, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh,
So
man.
y'all, like, before we move on, how do y'all feel about the defense of the Kansas City Chiefs? Think about
Underrated.
Think about how a team can get talked about so much when you go in like fantasy football. When you go in how analysts speak, you've never heard a team talked about so much like they're gonna get. I don't want to use that word, but they get manhandled week after week. Like they're gonna give up yards week after week. Yeah, they're gonna throw it deep on them every week. But they won the Super Bowl, yo. Think about that. Think about that. That's crazy, man. Like, yeah.
In a way, what's his name? Spagnolia?
And it was different things at different parts of the season. Oh, you're gonna run it deep. You're gonna run it on them real good. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to throw it on them real good. And then it's like,
he actually a good DC.
How do you be the team that
He a good
you
DC
can't-
for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is
He mixed it
high
up.
risk, high reward. Like he kind of needs it. It's like zone blitzes.
A lot of blitzes.
Yeah, a lot of
The
blitzes.
zone
Definitely
blitzes,
a lot
man.
of
He
blitzes.
it looks like he depends. I don't know. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. Those look like zone blitzes.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of blitzing.
Yeah, it's cool, but my bad. It just kind of Spagnola, man. He's had moments where he looks like a I'm not gonna say an idiot, but like damn, it's a little aggressive right there, wasn't it? And then there's times where it's like damn, that blitz came right at the right spot, right at the right time, and it just like I said, it's funny watching the defense go through. Like yeah, they're gonna give up this, they're gonna give up that, they're gonna give up this, and then they're winning, and they win the Super Bowl.
Well,
Crazy.
hey man, you know it's big shouts out to their defense who's standing out. I mean, you know, every year, like you said, for like defense wins championships, but somehow, some way, although they do allow a high percentage of yards all the time every year, somehow, some way, in them last couple of games, man, they defense show up, and they sure did this year. You know what I'm saying? Justin Jefferson, offensive player of the year, we saw that coming. We knew that was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott, man.
Like Joe was doing with Dak Prescott, man. Can we just back off for Kirk Cousins a little bit? Like, he was throwing to the offensive player of the year. Like,
what?
Nah.
Sweat.
Kirk had a decent
that's
season.
what I'm
now.
saying. Like,
It was decent.
He
but
had some big games, 400 plus
man.
yards, a big game, that big comeback
Every
game against
yard.
the Colts.
every
A big
yard.
game, comeback game against the Colts. That was a big moment. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest game comeback in what, NFL history?
Yep.
That's a big.
Every
that's a big
you gotta think about it. I can say every yard.
That's a lot of
Every
money.
yard that Jay Jetter's has came from Kirk Cousins.
But you gotta. It's a
Right?
chess game, man. Like being a
He
GM.
had one rushing touchdown.
Okay.
When it was overseas.
Yeah, that's what I was
Besides
saying.
that, everything else.
Yeah.
Being a
everything.
GM sucks in the NFL because not only do you have to have the best players, you gotta line it up where that you're gonna get the max potential out of each player at the right time. So you have a Kirk Cousins that you gave how many millions to after we gave how many millions to, and think about who's gonna be getting how many millions in a couple seasons.
I mean
Justin
that's their
Jefferson.
fault. France,
But you gotta get it now. You can't wait till when Justin Jefferson's contract season comes, you trying to still get a Super Bowl. You ain't getting it because
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Think about what you paying him. Either you gonna shed Kirk, and then think about all these other Harrison Smith. Think about what kind of tag he got. Look what kind of performance you getting out of a guy like that. Not saying it's bad, but look what kind of money you're paying for that, and look what you're getting for it. So you're gonna have to shed some people sooner or later. It's coming.
Yeah,
It's coming with some dude like that. I'm just saying.
I feel you.
So Kirk it's not looking good, man. It's gotta happen now. Like this was it. This was it right here. Like Michael Irvin, he went on. He's gonna win the MVP. Like this was it.
I guess money wise, yeah, but he I feel like he do pretty good on the. I don't feel like it's like how people talk about him, like he trash. Like this dude's not trash, bro. Like
He ain't trash.
He's smart. That's what I like to say.
He made a Pro Bowl.
He's smart.
Kurt.
he should have.
Yeah, he made the
Kirk.
Pro
He made
Bowl.
the
He
Pro
wasn't
Bowl.
no backup or anything like that. He wasn't no reserve.
Listen,
But
he's smart. He got them checks. He got out of Washington.
Man,
He got them checks.
Detroit
and
coming.
He
got
just
money.
lost in the playoffs, bro. Like what was
Detroit
like
coming.
Highest paid
Okay.
quarterbacks on the low.
Like 12 and all. What?
Chicago coming.
12
Detroit
and
All right,
coming.
we got Okay, so
6.
defensive player of the year, Nick Bosa. Coach of
Yes,
the
sir.
year, Brian Daboll. Okay, offensive
Well
rookie
said,
of the year,
Brian.
Garrett Wilson from the Jets. Didn't even see that coming.
Shout out
Ohio
to Kareem.
State.
You got
I saw it
offensive-
coming.
Yeah,
Big
So look
Ohio
at that
State.
GM, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. That GM put his print on it. He got the offensive and defensive rookie
Yeah,
of the
New
year.
York got something.
yeah.
That's
going
what
on
I'm
defense-
talking about.
Last
defensive
time that
rookie
was
of the
done
year,
was them
Sauce-
LA Rams too. Aaron Donald and Todd Gurley.
defensive rookie of the
Just let y'all
year,
know.
Sauce Gardner. Comeback player of the year, and I like this one. Geno Smith, Seahawks.
What Sauce had?
Defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, rookie. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And remember
Clapping
when
everything.
when we talked about what he had ahead of him? Did he do it?
Yeah, he did.
Did he do
clap
it?
all
He
of
did
it.
it, yo.
He did.
He clapped
What we
all
said?
of
We said we was like, bruh.
He got a murderer's roll.
Wow.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Tested.
you gonna have a bad season. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. We didn't go on him like he
Yeah.
was terrible,
But
but
no, he
we
did
knew
it,
he
though.
was gonna get a lump here and there.
Yeah.
It wasn't really many lumps.
He had a Super Bowl commercial.
That's what I wanted to say. His commercials, that whole
Oh,
NFL
your
thing
boy.
was cool.
Oh, our
Emma
boy.
Ramsey.
Yeah.
We got a lot of on the perimeter.
Yeah.
We supposed to lock down the perimeter.
Then we got AP assistant coach of the year, defensive coordinator D'Amico Ryans, who is now the Texans head coach. Big shouts out to
Shouts
him.
out.
Then,
Houston.
Then I thought this was cool too, right? This was cool. The Pro Bowl Hall of Fame, the Pro Hall of Fame class of 2023 inductees were named as well. Here goes some names of some players who stood out, in my opinion, during their time in the NFL, because I watched them. Well, the majority of these. All right, we got Rondé Barber. You already know what time it is with that Tampa Bay defense. We got Revis Island, Darrell Revis. You already know what time it is. The cerebral assassin, the paid hitman for your defensive backfield. We already know
Well
what it is.
respected DB to all receivers that played against him.
Right. Joe Thomas sat there in Cleveland and defended the crap out of every
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
quarterback.
Out of nobody.
Zach Thomas. We already know what time it is with Zach Thomas, man.
Dude.
Perennial Pro Bowler, one of the smallest flying missiles in Miami.
Think about that. Bro.
DeMarcus Ware.
You blocked for a bunch of nobody.
DeMarcus Ware.
And you made it to the NFL.
And like
What's your
consecutively.
speech gonna be like? I gotta thank all my quarterbacks.
Yeah, he had a bunch of quarterbacks.
All right, we got DeMarcus Ware. Of course, everybody knows DeMarcus Ware.
Oh
man.
yeah,
You know,
that
big
was
time.
a given.
Big time when it comes to DeMarcus Ware. We got Don Coryell. That's the coach contributor. You know, they got to get coaches and somebody in there. We got Chuck Howley, and Joe Klecko and Ken Riley Sr. Okay, and so with that being said, it looks like
Hester.
we out here in the streets.
Hester.
They gonna bring.
He
They
made
bring.
it?
No, he didn't. They didn't do Hester yet.
Hey,
What is wrong with you
Isaac
people?
Bruce.
yeah.
Isaac Bruce,
Wrong
yeah.
with y'all, boy.
Interesting. I was hearing Kurt Warner say they actually like the semifinalists. They actually put them in a hotel. Like you have to bring. Like you don't have to bring your family. Like you prepare yourself to be a Hall of Famer.
The point is,
but half of them don't get
there
it.
are people in the hotel that they don't
like.
walk to.
I don't
the
like.
door.
That's like a. I don't like that format. That's kind of.
But they don't do that with everybody.
Nah,
they
that's
don't-
horrible.
They do some of them walk ups like they come to your house.
But
and knock
without
on your
the
door.
traditional way.
I don't think they're doing that anymore.
Yeah, that's
I think
horrible.
When
man.
Bob Baker, like when his last couple, they've been showing people.
They go to people's houses
now.
Oh, okay.
They
Okay.
call your wife.
But
They
it
have
used to
your
be a
wife.
hotel though.
They have your wife
The
make
hotel.
your favorite steak.
But-
Cook
But
your
like
favorite food.
it
And
was
then they come to
interesting
your
that
house.
he said that like you can not get it and still be sent to that hotel. Like it's not guaranteed.
But you
Like,
got to be there for the.
You got to be there for them to knock on your door.
Because think about it, the honors is right after that. So they're telling you, and then the dun 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 dun, dun
Yeah.
and you walking up on the stage the next
Okay.
day. So like they can't tell you in
That
you
kinda-
in Montana.
That still kind of
And where we want to be, and
Oh,
they
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to tell you, "Hey man, you got to be here tomorrow for the
Oh, right, right,
Super
right.
Bowl,
You gotta
man.
get-
We
you
gonna
gotta
put
get
you
the-
up on the thing." And
Yeah.
Right. You
I
got to
got
get
you.
there. So, big shouts out to the NFL Pro Bowl, Pro Hall of Fame
Excuse me,
inductees
it
for
wasn't
2023.
Isaac Bruce. Isaac Bruce was class 2020. It's Torrey Holt who got shafted this year. Torrey Holt definitely deserves to be in.
Greatest show
Football Hall
on
of
turf.
He was a nominee. He just wasn't a finalist.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right. Okay. And, since we got the NFL honors out the way, biggest disappointment of the NFL season. Who let you down?
Russell Wilson. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
they were going to be.
He's the biggest
way
disappointment.
I
more.
don't even think we need to argue
Denver
about that.
Broncos.
We don't even need to argue about
He
that.
was. I thought Denver was
Denver
going to come in there and make
Broncos.
some noise this year. They finally got what they needed, a quarterback. Got the quarterback. Supposedly.
Biggest disappointment. For sure.
Hired a
Found
new
out
head
they
coach
needed
that
everything else.
had the worst coach in the league and fired him first halfway through the
Now,
season. First season.
I'm seeing straight now. I'm one of those people.
Get up
I
out of here.
like.
We hired you. We gonna fire you.
It was so bad. This season was so bad.
Listen, I'm one of them people.
From game
It
that-
started
one.
off bad.
4th
believe
and 5.
it.
Instead, you don't give it in Russ' hand and you kick a field goal.
Listen, I believe in.
Let's ride.
Yeah, exactly. I believe in like habits. People who got habits. I feel like Russell Wilson is preparing to scorch the earth next season. Like
Sean
he
Payton
ain't-
about to
he
get
ain't-
him right.
Like
Oh,
he ain't
yeah.
playing. He training right now. He ain't playing. He
Did they-
waking up 5:30.
They
in the
picked up a
morning.
DC, right? Or did they?
I don't know who
I
they
feel-
bought. They
I feel
wanted
like
Nick
it's a big
Fangio
name.
back, but Nick Fangio signed with Miami.
It was a big name. Oh, yeah, they was gonna get him, but
They was trying to get him, but he signed with Miami.
it just happened.
I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah,
If y'all can
We'll
find
see. Though
that.
Sean Payton gonna have a very competitive team.
yeah. Basically. And then we gonna go back into a little bit of basketball real quick.
I got
Jay,
you.
you gonna find out the DC?
You said into some basketball real quick.
Yeah, a little basketball.
Oh, where I was.
What kind is that?
WNBA basketball. That's what kind.
Okay.
So do you know the off season for the WNBA is oftentimes not paid attention to as closely as the NBA season as their counterparts. But this year, I think they did it perfectly. They made some splashes in the offseason. Some players are going other places, big names, big things. We're talking the big three. The big three that we normally have to think about when we talk about the NBA with their male counterparts is happening right now for the WNBA. And I'm looking at what they're doing at the moment with Candace Parker going to the Las Vegas Aces.
I love that.
Okay, that's big. Candace Parker just not coming off of back-to-back WNBA titles with the Chicago Sky. I think that's huge. And now she's gonna go play with our hometown girl, Asia Wilson. Big shouts out to Asia Wilson. What it do? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not lying to you, fellas. We might need to find us a way to Vegas to go watch us a basketball game. Straight up.
I'm going.
That'd be dope.
I'm there.
I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? On the flip side, on the East Coast, we have some more parity. My girl Stewie, aka Big Bree, aka Brianna Stewart from the Seattle Storm, has packed her bags and decided to move into a flat in downtown Manhattan and
Thanks a
play
lot, KD.
and play for the Liberty. Yeah, it's crazy, right? So KD is lobbying for Breonna Stewart to come to New York and play for the New York Liberty, right? But KD gets traded the next day. Crazy. But in my mind, I think that this offseason for the WNBA, because they're vying for a lot of like equal opportunity as far as pay or increased pay, for them to also have like private flights and things like that going forward. The whole thing is I'm really with it right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm really with the whole thing, because without this type of movement, without this type of player movement, without this type of alignment, in reality, it won't happen. You know what I mean? For the ladies. So I think that this is the best thing for them to do. You know what I mean? So hey, big shouts out to the ladies out there at for the WNBA. I'm looking forward to next season. I'm looking forward to I'm getting me an Asia Wilson jersey. I think the Asian jerseys is hard. I got to get one of them joints.
And it start like the WNBA growing and growing. Like we actually talking about like trades they made, and like that used to be in the back burner. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't really hear about it. You might see it on the ticker, but it's starting to get more and more like the NBA. That's a good sign.
That's big, man. That's big.
Or getting more of the love. Like the NBA
love
has.
and attention. That's what you need.
Shout out to Kobe, man. Kobe was a big
advocate for that. Yeah,
WNBA fan.
And Sabrina Ionescu out there playing for the Liberty, and with Breonna Stewart. So that's huge. All right. So man, what we ran through everything. We did it. Did we do it, guys?
Yeah, for the most part.
Oh man, I feel like we covered everything. I guess we might as well get to these last thoughts.
Hold on one thing.
All right.
The rumor mill has Eric Bieniemy landed in Washington with the Commanders as the offensive coordinator.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's something we ain't cover real quick. Big land for Washington, in my opinion.
All right.
If you're gonna develop a young guy, you got Sam Howell. You say you're gonna give him the keys to the franchise and develop him, and you put him with a great offensive mind, Eric Bieniemy. This is Eric Bieniemy's time to shine, and really, if he can turn Sam Howell into something legit, because the receiving core is there. You know what I'm saying? So he get some more protection.
Y'all believe in Sam Howell?
He had a real good game against that last game he started. He looked good. Didn't they beat Dallas? Y'all beat the Cowboys that game? Oh. He beat the Cowboys.
It was 1992.
Dang.
Talking about Mark Rippon, yo.
What?
But yeah,
Sam Howell, man, one game. Like we have nothing.
I mean, y'all got
we don't even
Wentz
know
and
who our quarterback gonna be.
y'all got Winston Heineke. Y'all kind of don't.
We
got
got an
nothing,
offensive coordinator. He gonna play.
Who wins?
Is sleeping with Bieniemy gonna go out there and run a couple plays? Is he gonna run?
Nah, don't.
Who's
But
gonna
y'all
throw
gonna be
the
all right.
ball?
Who?
man?
Todd, what number y'all picking?
Who's gonna throw the ball? 16.
Picking at 16? It's a quarterback at 16. It's a quarterback.
Again?
Yeah, it is Anthony
It's a
Richardson.
quarterback at 16.
Anthony Richardson.
It's gonna be a quarterback at 16.
For sure. Will Levis might be there.
Yeah.
Again, though?
Yeah. Hey man, look
Every
here.
year? Let's get a quarterback.
Who'd y'all get last year?
Sam Howell.
Was he in the first round?
No.
All right, I'm talking about the first
So
round pick.
we got
Nah.
Pick on the first.
Since we on the Commanders, where we got Derek Carr, Aaron Rodgers, Jimmy G.
They want a quarterback. They out there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Derek Carr went to go.
You can pay. You can
went
buy
to
the
one.
Saints.
Went to go visit the. No, he
But
went
he
to
did
go
go
visit
to
the
the
Jets
Jets.
today.
We're gonna talk a little bit about
so-
that next week.
Yeah, you could definitely buy a quarterback.
Keep him. Hey, one thing in play though, man. If this Eric
Quarterback
Bieniemy news
carousel.
is true and it comes to fruition, Kansas City will be needing an offensive coordinator, and I think Cliff Kingsbury will be coming to reunite with his boy Mahomes, and be the offensive coordinator there and make some noise.
That's
That's
a
what's
good.
up.
That's
That's
a
what's
good
up.
thought right there.
Wow.
Good scenario.
Yeah. So look, man. We're gonna go ahead and say, close it out on that one, Joe. Thanks, man. That's why we got you right here, Coach Joe. Next time your phone rings, you let us know, okay?
My sources.
Joey.
Y'all be first to know, baby.
All right, man. So last thoughts, man. What you got?
Lakers make it to the finals. I'm saying
What?
it.
Boston, LA, Lakers.
Finals.
Dang, it's gonna be hard to get out that West.
Ooh.
I get my
I
sad
ain't gonna
music. Oh, go ahead.
I feel like we're gonna make a big run after this All-Star break is over.
I think we are too.
A little
At least
continuity.
a play-in run.
Some
Yeah,
some
at least a play.
You want to jail? You want to dig out of jail and get some continuity first? He said, "Hit the sad music."
But,
Jason, hit the sad music.
it's actually like crazy. Like the first game they jail, like
They
that don't
instantly-
usually happen,
Exactly. It was like a.
and they don't even know the plays and that, like, you know.
if it really was like they said, they got rid of some of
Nobody
the
can
stuff that
recruit
was
you
gonna
this
hurt their
weekend,
team.
bro.
Say what now?
Nobody can recruit you this weekend, man.
Who?
Dang.
Can recruit him from?
Oh, talking about that all stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going,
Come
it's
back,
going
just
down.
make sure this. I know he's gonna stick with us, man. But I think this is it, man. Like we're not gonna be seeing him scoring like this, like crazy how he's been doing.
Hey,
I want to say it's one of his last few seasons of him like going hard.
You think so?
Yeah, man. I mean,
No, damn that dude.
he be hurting his. Like, I don't know.
He's solid. I mean,
He's
he's
been playing
to the
trying to
organization.
play some.
they got the young people, man.
He don't want to go nowhere else.
When he hurt that
Simon
calf,
have to take some load off.
They got the
Jeremy
young
Grant got to
man.
take some load off.
I just don't want to see him out there scoring 50 and we losing. What's the point?
True.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it has to come to a. We got to recruit
Shout out to
somebody.
Chauncey.
Don't
Chauncey.
get recruited. Recruit somebody, Dame. Don't get recruited.
Last thoughts.
Yeah.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Y'all know what's starting up this weekend?
The
The XFL,
Oh.
baby. XFL starting up this weekend. 2 games
Oh.
late on today. It's officially Saturday. 2 games late on today.
Right.
Martavis Bryant. Stars like Clemson receiver was
Dog on it,
studying
Martavis.
in college and looked pretty good with Pittsburgh as well. Had some troubles on the road, but he's gonna be playing in there. It's a lot of players that's gonna be highlighted in there. The Rock had something to do with it. He's a partnership or owner in it.
Right.
So it's gonna be entertaining to watch that. If you can't got your football fix, you want to watch more football at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
XFL
We got
is right here for you.
year-round
Well,
football.
since you want to talk about extra football,
One second. I know you about. I don't know what you about to say, but I think so.
What?
But one interesting thing about the XFL, they got double forward pass.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so like you guys they catch the ball and that person can throw
Oh,
again.
word. That's dope. That's
So
dope.
I want to see the game and see if
gonna be
anybody
dope.
really do that.
yeah, that's they got that.
Martavis Bryant.
You know where they got that at too? They got double forward pass in the USFL.
It is
Yes,
for real.
the new rules.
That's starting
I
up.
forgot.
They
drafted.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the Martavis Bryant got drafted by the Steelers. Yeah, that's why I made that noise. Like, yeah,
Right,
damn it,
that's why.
Martavis.
He had a special season.
Yeah,
He was going off.
Yeah,
It didn't
because he
work
was
out,
going
man.
off.
That's
He-
crazy.
That was when y'all couldn't
yeah.
miss on a receiver. Like
No,
everything y'all.
yeah,
y'all
we
still
had
kinda-
we had
kinda
it.
like-
Shout out
we
to
had
Ben
it- we had-
Roethlisberger.
We had
Always
Brian and
open,
AB.
Big Benny.
We had Brian and AB going ham, but no, I want to get hit in the head and forget how I got common sense.
Honestly, y'all miss Big Ben for real. Like,
I miss Big.
but
Ben,
he
yes.
had to go.
But
But he still had y'all at a high
Also,
horse.
South
I
You know what
like
I'm saying?
Kenny Pickett. I
from
like
Cal-
Kenny Pickett going forward. I think
Calhoun
he's going to work
Falls.
out. Ooh, Martavis Bryant.
Unfortunately, Kenny Pickett gonna be the 4th best quarterback in his division for a long time, unless Lamar get traded.
Oh,
But if
yeah.
he don't,
Lamar going
he
somewhere,
number
man.
4 for a while.
Lamar go get traded, bro.
Unfortunately.
The team is going to get better, in my opinion, for the Steelers. The
My-
team itself.
my
But no,
last
your
quarterback-
team- your team
the
straight
quarterback,
now.
the quarterback
Still
play
straight.
he can still be fourth, but the team will be better.
Y'all
My
get that
last
O line
thought-
right. Y'all get that
yeah.
O line right.
I got a real last thought. Will Lamar Jackson ever make it to the Super Bowl?
Not in a Baltimore uniform.
I believe that.
He gonna make it to the
I believe
Super
that.
Bowl. He gonna make
He
it
gonna make it to a Super
He gonna
Bowl,
make
but just not.
I
in the
think he can do it in
uniform.
Baltimore too.
I don't think
They
he
get
do
that
it
right
Baltimore.
offensive coordinator.
I don't think so.
I think the relationship done soured a little bit. Probably he probably going. But what do you trade? Like if you Baltimore, what is acceptable? Like, it's got to be the
Several
biggest
number
haul
ones.
ever. They got to be at least 4 or 5 of them.
Bring
Just because it's Lamar
I
Jackson.
wouldn't even trade for Lamar Jackson.
If I'm Carolina Panthers, I pull the punches. Carolina acquired the 2nd round, a 3rd round, a 4th rounder, and a 5th rounder from San Francisco for the Christian McCaffrey trade. You package that with some ones,
Ooh.
you can prowl Lamar. If you a franchise like Carolina and you under Frank Rich, a new head coach, and he's offensive mind, you said you want to go offensively with the philosophy. That's why you didn't hire the interim coach that was doing pretty good with your team. You let him go, you know what I'm saying, and you hire Frank Rich. So bring in a quarterback. They need a quarterback. Sam Darnold not the answer. They traded
Sam.
They traded Baker midway through the season. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all
And
got Baker.
My other the brother who was playing some decent games every now and then there. You know he probably not gonna be he's not a starter either. So they looking for a quarterback. If I'm the Panthers, I make the move.
That's
I think the
another
Falcons
interesting
sound better
scenario.
for Lamar.
Yeah, too.
To be real with you,
London.
Great.
I think he goes home.
Yeah.
I think
I feel like
he
Carolina got
finds his,
what it
I think he
takes to
finds
get
his
him.
way home and
Pick
gets to
wise.
one of these Florida teams, well, more than likely Tampa Bay, and
Oh, that's what he.
he's from Florida.
Oh,
He's a
well.
Florida kid. I don't think he go to Miami.
Who gonna give up all them picks? You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at teams who got the picks to be
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
conversation.
consider it. Yeah, I know,
Carolina
but
is one of the ones who.
And
Yeah.
the Bucks would be
Seattle
dope,
too though. What if they be like, we don't want to sign Gino?
Nah,
We got these ones from Denver.
They gonna give Gino that respect.
It's the NFL, but I don't know.
What about the Jets?
I don't know, bro.
A lot of people are saying
Because
that
would you
they're gonna
put like
shed-
this? Gino about to be the next Kirk Cousins contract wise. Would you pay Gino? Gino, after his year, y'all love Russell Westbrook so much. Russell Wilson so much. I broke the records. I broke his records for passing yards for the franchise. My first year starting. So if I did, the market on Gino is at probably about 34 million, like at least 30 million. Will I pay Lamar 40 million and he's a exceptionally better quarterback? You know what I'm saying? I might. And pair him with DK and pair him with Lockett and pair him with.
Let's save all of this for next week, boys, because quarterback carousel is coming up. We will have to talk about this.
And I got more leverage as a owner or GM because you're gonna tell me you're gonna come in my office with one good season after how many seasons to tell me that he deserves what? I'm sorry.
Well, I think
value on the NFL quarterback market though,
and that's why they might move.
He
on.
playing the right position. Yeah, they might.
Hey, listen,
and leverage up. You know what I'm saying?
I think we already got ammunition for next week as we
competing against the 49ers
just from this conversation right here. And that sounds like we might as well go ahead and wrap it up on that one, bro. Hey man, next week we're gonna be back in the building. We got to talk about these quarterbacks. Coach Joey is gonna be ready. Coach Joey gonna have the phone out. It's gonna be bling-a-ling, and he gonna get the inside scoop.
First he wanted to keep the love alive.
Hey man,
now this.
Man, shouts out to my boy T Sweat, man. Jay on the MIC. One time for Philly special. One time for Macomilly, Coach Joey,
if
man.
If you ever in Orangeburg, South Carolina, check them out, man.
Right, man.
It's not hard to find.
Right, hey, man. You know what time it is, man.
Carolina Gold.
It's your boy YaBoyKWhit. This the home team, man. We out, man. We had a great
Garlic
day.
Parmesan.
Make sure you check us out. Like, share, and subscribe. We gonna be back next week, baby.
I'm hungry.
Shout out to OW Bruins too, man. We coming.
Let's go.
We coming for that steak.
Hey, we getting it this year.
Yes, sir.
On God.